So I'm gonna go ahead and
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
thank
Hey,
you.
hey.
Hey, kiddo.
Ain't no way.
Elden Ring whoops my butt, by the way. I got so impatient with it. I just put it down.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I've
almost done with
that
it, PK, or did you finish it?
No, I'm like I'm like
Right
a third
now,
of the way
I
through the
can't
game.
play
Ugh.
anything. I've been trying to get on WoW for 2 days and it crashes.
Oh no.
You know, Jimmy, they just put it on GeForce Now.
Yeah, they did.
WoW?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Huh. That's interesting.
All right, it's
4
start
o'clock.
time. All right, let's get going.
Let's begin.
In the beginning, there was darkness.
No.
Keep on going. It's making my job easier.
I'm here for it.
Let's go. Well, everyone, welcome to Pangaea, the largest continent in Altria. Its 7 kingdoms, governed by their 7 dukes and duchesses, currently work in harmony under the High King Alistair Greyhawk. Lord Greyhawk has kept peace on the continent for the last 30 years of his rule, just as his father and grandfather did before them, each for 50 years. Every tale has a beginning, and every tale has an end. And each ending of one tale starts the beginning of another, and these tales become our histories. These histories sometimes become our legends. Most of our legends begin with a group of heroes banding together and fighting the evil forces that plague our lands. Humans align with elves, dwarves, halflings, and the like to save us all. This story isn't about them. Out of the ragtag groups our stories feature, these are the ragtagiest. But their stories are just as important, perhaps even more so. Their significance is up to them. You all have been an adventuring party for the past 2 years, going off from the main capital city of Pangaea. You've been sent on small little trysts here and there, trying to build up your combat abilities and working together and build that harmony that all parties need to really focus and become a ruthless and divisive threat to anything evil in our lands. You've been sent to the town of Novelton to go off and be their shining light and be a little bit of a hint of hope for them, for their areas becoming more and more entrenched in warfare from goblins, kobolds, marauders, and they're in need of adventurers, and you've been called to task. However, when you get there, you will go off and see that you're going to meet people at Tabby's Tavern. May have to adjust the bit here, and you all should have moved. Did they? It's not good.
Let me see.
I see the
There it
tavern.
goes.
Okay.
I see it. It's very small on my screen. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Just a little bit of side notes. Most of these maps I actually got was from I think a Kickstarter a while ago. It's called Dungeon Alchemist, where they make 3D models of dungeons you can actually put characters into and walk around and see. They use AI to try to go through and create their own taverns and likeness, add in all the tables and the dish on the tableware and all that kind of stuff to it through their computer generated software. That's how I've either created or borrowed some from the community. So so sometimes the maps are really big or much smaller, so I have to always adjust our sizes when we get into it. Now, the tavern you would go into to find out, meet up with Tavi and the mayor of the city, Doc. But you've come to find the tavern locked and a lot of commotion going on. And the one group you were warned about that wound up having much of an issue is there were 8 brothers called the Appledorns, 8 octuplets that have gone off and become their own little small band of mercenaries that feel like they kind of own the joint. They were an adventuring group before you that came in, and they're what you need to weed out. And these men right here have gone and taken over the tavern, and they've taken some of the villagers hostages.
What?
Your task currently is to find out an entry point into the tavern and find some way to remove the Appledorns from the vicinity and save the people here before anyone gets hurt.
Okay, so don't put the tavern on fire. Gotcha.
That's up to you. If you can put it on tavern and save some people, that's great. If you go off and kill
I better
maybe
not
half,
have to,
maybe
then.
it's still fine. It's kind of whatever you want. I mean, it's
So is it Tabby Tavern or
Tabby. Tabby. I just mispronounce things.
Tabby
Tabby.
with a V.
Tabby is actually right down here.
With a V.
Two B's. Tabby.
Okay, so it's B is in butthole.
Like a tabby cat.
Okay.
Exactly.
Tabby Tavern. Okay, got it.
Tavern.
And the adventuring group that's holding them hostage, what's their...
They are called the Appledorns. Appledorn.
The Appledorn.
There's 8 of them, did you say?
There's 8 of them. You can roll a sympathy check for their mother having to deal with 8 octuplets. So,
Holding... Huh? They're all
Octuplets.
related?
octuplets, all brothers, all
Oh
identical
my
twins.
god.
Think octuplets.
Holding...
I gotta get my
hostages.
dice. Hang on. The one thing I forgot is the most
Wow.
important.
Wow.
There are dice in the roll 22. So if you roll dice on your own, then just go ahead and type it into the chat box and roll 20, or you can tell
Yeah.
me because I can hear you.
Yeah, so you can type in slash roll and then
/R.
Yep.
I like
either
real
one.
dice too, so I don't blame her. And they were like a past adventuring group that was
Yeah,
just
they were among
like-
the Adventurers Guild, as all of you are, and as you know from adventurers, just in general, not everyone is like straight-laced and good. As everyone has their own bits of between lawful and evil and chaotic and good. They just take many forms, and this one has come over here and kind of taken over at least this building. It's not necessarily taken over the town yet, but they've at least kind of like, no one can leave. This is our place now. This is our base operation, and are kind of trying to take it over from the town folk.
Hey, did we ever figure out how to make these little portraits smaller?
I
They
don't...
take up a lot of room.
It's in the settings. You can go, but I can show you later.
Yeah, we'll have to show you another time. Okay. I'm the bard, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait, because I ain't
There's
the
a song.
front line. Oh yeah, I could sing, but I don't want to like alert our presence, because I mean it's locked, right? So they don't know we're here, right?
It is currently locked. They do not know you are here.
Okay, cool. So my
We're quite
character,
small. We might stand out a bit.
well, we do.
If anyone does want, there are windows around the area here. If you want to, like over here, something to be seen. If you want to peek in, you can definitely do a stealth check or something and try to perceive what's the lay of the land to figure out who some of those other people are aside from.
Do we
the
already
Applebar.
know each other?
Yes.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah,
For 2
yeah.
years.
You guys have gone off and known each other about 2 years for a lot of you. Some only 1, such as Emmy's only been around for a year, so she can have been with you from the beginning, but she has joined your group throughout. Her and Hedgie.
So she's the only one who hasn't been around long?
The whole time. It's been about a
Oh.
year for
Not the
pretty
whole
much she kind of
time.
yeah.
The whole time.
The whole time. Okay.
Sorry.
Can
Our
I,
best girl.
can I request character names and brief description for my notes, if that's okay?
Yeah, that would.
Yes,
we should
can.
probably introduce all of our characters.
We were going to do that after this beginning part, but let's go ahead and do that now.
We could do it after, make it really dodgy with each other. Just be like, who the heck are you? How's it going?
Well, we've been adventuring for 2 years.
yeah,
We
we've
should
known each other
already
all
know.
for 2 years.
Yes.
Not that
Well,
well.
me for
Fine.
years. so-
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, who wants to start?
We're on stream. Go ahead.
Who? Me?
I said, yeah, we're on stream with people. We should go
Okay.
ahead and introduce ourselves for
All right.
Streamer
anyone else
privilege.
here.
I'll do
Yeah.
it first. All right. My whole name is Emerald in Spring, but everyone calls me Emmy for short because that's a mouthful. I am a Leshy bard, a leaf Leshy in particular. Um, she has a pet. Well, it's not really a pet. She thinks it's a druid that's stuck in wild shape, who is her companion named Digglenose, who lives on her person. She is a bard, and she doesn't know that Digglenose isn't a druid, so she's trying to figure out how to get it out of wild shape and hasn't been successful yet. So until she figures out that that isn't a druid, that's what she's doing. So that's my character.
I have a few of these that I've actually helped out with the introduction process. I did not have MissKweh's done up yet because I didn't get a chance to talk with you about it. Something we went to. We're going to introduce Digglenose. Digglenose is your hedgehog companion.
Mm-hmm.
He was chilling in a patch of clover as hedgehogs tend to do, sleeping off a meal of delicious grubs. Suddenly, he felt a presence cast a shadow over him. He tried to ask it to kindly move, but it didn't understand. The creature asked the Leshy if you were its. Oh, I'm sorry. The creature asked you if you were its creator. If the hedgehog could kindly be expressed. I'm sorry. Can you read my own writing on this one? Digglenose calmly expressed that he was not and just wished to go back to his nap. Instead, she picked him up and placed him on to her leafy head. At first, Digglenose was scared, but then realized it was kind of nice. It was roomy, had insects that flew in from time to time, and she was a sturdy vessel for him to see more of the world than any hedgehog had ever seen before. He was now an adventurer whose sole goal is to guide his leshy companion and keep her out of trouble, although she never seems to actually understand anything he says.
Perfect.
Alas, he is along for the ride and will have to need lots more of new companions. He's Digglenose, the daring hedgehog, or at least that's what he'd call himself if anyone could understand him. And that is Digglenose.
Digglenose
Main
has a better
character
intro
vibe.
than I do, so let's go.
He does. I didn't get to talk to you about it.
Dude, Digglenose main character confirmed.
Okay. The next I have to work after I talk to some of you and add more for the next session, but I also have PK's up here if you want to go through his.
Like
I have
just
a bit on Sir Nighty.
sure. Like you've written something up you'd like me to
I've
describe.
written something up. I'm sorry. We'll go off and we talked about the one time, so I wrote something more formal
Go
up.
for it.
The Honorable Baron Sir Nighty. You remember the great sage to be a kind man, one that held you gently as he whittled away at you so carefully for a whole week. He talked about his grandson that was about to be born and what a fine gift you'll make for him. Finally, after finishing you with a coat of lacquer and a bit of magic, you were placed inside the babe's cradle, and the child reached out, grabbed your foot, and cooed with a smile. As the young boy grew, he took you everywhere, through mud puddles, into the golden wheat fields, even dropped you a few times climbing trees. You were loved. And when he grew up and had kids of his own, you were passed on to his children. They played with you and cherished you. You were loved. They had kids, and you were loved. You were loved for many generations as they loved you more and more. You realized your memories and stories of the great sage faded. By the 13th generation, you were accustomed to the rough play that came from children. However, Samael was different. He did not use you to break his fall when he fell from the tree. Rather, he clutched you close and bruised his tailbone, making sure you wouldn't be harmed. He bathed you if mud splashed upon you while going through puddles, and tucked you in at night beside him. You weren't his toy. You were his best friend. One bright day, you heard a voice. "Oh, there you are, Sir Nighty. How was I?" Samael asked, sitting next to you, leaning against the large maple tree overlooking the training grounds. You can answer him, PK. How was his training going?
Well, wonderful, sir.
Yes. And that's what he would hear, but of course he can't hear you, you're a doll. So Samael's smiling face is covered in dirt, and he's rubbing his butt from falling over 2 dozen times training. His short sword is sheathed at his hip, and setting sun signals the practice is over. So bath and bed await. That fateful night, after being tucked in bed beside young Samael, you heard his father, your former owner, Joseph, arguing with another man. Soon a ruckus broke out, and the racing of footsteps ran up the stairs and down the hall. Shadows passed by the cracked door leading to the hallway, and suddenly there was a sound of unsheathed steel, a groan, a thud, and the smell of blood. Samael quietly got out of bed, grabbed his sword, and hastily went to the door. You've been around long enough to know that Samael must run. He must hurry and leave before they come after him too. You feel the love of the past owners flow through you, and realize Joseph is gone, and Samael might be next. So you shout out again, yelling to him, a warning. What do you yell?
Sir, you must flee at once.
Yet, PK, you're still a doll, and he cannot understand you because you're a doll. Samael, you don't run. Don't go. Run, his mother shouts before the sound of his sword slicing flesh causes Samael's face to go white. He runs back into the room, slamming the door, and grabs you before hiding in the closet. Sword at his side, he could not run. He could not leave you behind, defenseless. Footsteps are heard in the hall. A doorknob is heard turning, and footfalls again ring in your ears as they approach the closet door. Samael hugs you close as the door opens. A figure in a dark green hooded cloak looks down upon you. The murderer's sword, still drenched in his parents' blood, rises towards the ceiling. A flash of lightning shows a grin, almost gleeful, as young flesh is about to be carved. Samael holds you tightly. I'm sorry, Sir Knighty. I wasn't strong enough to save us. You were made to keep these children safe at night. You were made to bring them joy. You were made for this moment, and Samael is cradling you tightly in his arms, sobbing, his sword leaning next to you. Roll to attack.
What?
Woo, don't
Thought we
miss.
was doing
I
introduction.
know. I know.
We are.
Uh-huh.
So you can type in backslash R and then type in 1d20 on the thing, or if you have dice with you.
Yeah, if you have dice. Then...
Yeah, I should be able to do one of these, right? Does this work?
Or actually, yeah, or you can click on your character sheet and you can click on your melee weapon, and that will roll for your damage as well.
There we go. That's what I did.
You got your bastard sword went off at 15. Okay. Ooh, 10 damage. Damn. Well, that is definitely going to hit. This. Little did you know that the spell cast by the great sage, as he was whittling you, would save you this night. You became stronger with the love not shown to you, but that you have for your children over the years. He figured that if you ever learned how to truly love and truly desire to put everything on the line for someone you cared for, then you'd be more alive than most people. With another flash of lightning, you look up at the assailant, sword still raised, but suddenly it dropped as Samuel's sword remains shoved between his upper ribs. He falls to his knees. The assailant stares at your piercing eyes as his become lifeless. He falls at your feet. Now, Sir Knighty, being a poppet and not a puppet, you can truly speak for the first time. What do you say?
As if I was heard the entire time. Lord Samael, get your mother. We must escape at once, as I said.
And with that, we come back to the present, and you can describe how your character appears to everyone else.
Yeah, the Honorable Baron Sir Knighty is about 2 feet tall. As described, is a part wooden, part plush, kind of dollar figure given to this noble family or to this well-off family. And today, whereas before his armaments and arms would have been made of similar material, he wears a chain shirt, a large metal helmet, shield, and gauntlets. A sword that, for his size, is large, but for everybody else, probably looks closer to a short sword.
I love that.
The only thing from his from his face that you can see is just a large wooden like the bottom of a large wooden nose and a big wooden carved beard. Because he wasn't really created like 100% accurately to human
Yeah.
facial features. But he can be still at this point mistaken for a doll or a puppet if he lays completely still. It's easy to forget that he is a living thing. Usually standing in the front, sword and shield at the ready, despite his size. Baron Serniti, man, he's ready to peacefully negotiate the surrender of the brigands at this tavern.
Okay, we have who wants to go next?
Danny DeVito, you're up.
Go Dean DeVito.
Sure.
Stuff will follow.
Right. I am Elric of the town of Candlees from the plains of Shadow. I was born to a human mother and a fetchling father. My father was a bounty hunter, and I was his gunsmith. One day, my father was slain in front of me, dishonorably in a duel, by a band of mercenaries. I do not know who the mercenaries were. All I saw was a flash of their symbol, which was 2 hatchets in front of the flame of a lantern. I was trained by my father to be a gunsmith and to maintain his weapons, all while practicing the same arts that he had as a gunslinger. Since his death, I have taken up his pistol, and I have gone hunting for his killers.
Okay. What's your appearance look like?
I have ashen skin, silver hair, and silver eyes.
Okay, thank you. Let's go right down here to PK this. Let's go to Des.
Going to me.
Yep. Tell us about you, Kofar.
Okay. All right, hold on. I've got my stuff here. Yep. I am a lizard folk. I'm a kineticist, which is like an elemental slinger of some kind. I usually use my elements which cover my body, so like flame or earth in this case. I'm both elements. I'm a dual slinger. I believe it's like I can't remember what it's called. Like is it dual something?
Yeah, it's you have your dual impulse. We have 2 different types.
That's
of,
right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. So in this case, I am earth and fire. It you can imagine like it's very similar to like a Super Saiyan in a way. It does look that way. Yeah, I'm about 7 foot tall, I believe. 7 foot. Uh, weigh about 200 pounds. I am a green lizard folk, so it's very standard affair. From Vilhon, Reach, which is a pretty typical place for lizard folk to be from. And yeah, that's pretty much me.
So, are you the tallest? I'm like,
I'm not really that tall. It's very medium. Like 7 foot is very medium for a lizard folk. About the same height as a human, just maybe a bit taller. They're very, very human-like, and we're very driven by usually food more than anything. We're very neutral beings, very, very neutral. We're all usually just driven by what we're gonna eat. But yeah.
Nice.
And the term you and I were looking for, Des, was dual gate.
That's right, dual gate. That's correct. Yeah, I'm a dual gate kineticist.
Let's go on to Danny.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Um,
Danny.
so my character's name is Neris Delisi. She is a cat folk and a hunting cat folk. Her parents um don't really have names for them because she just calls them mom and dad. Very normal. Her mom's a human, her dad's a cat. He is one of the chiefs of his clan, and he was basically just, doing his breeding thing, which he do. Um, Met her mom and had a wild night. She lived with her mom for a very long time and basically took care of her as the parent because her mom's a little out there. Um, so she had to learn to do a lot of the hunting and gathering and learn the ways of the world pretty quickly. She does have a few siblings. She chooses not to live in the house. She chooses to live outside. Um, and it's just the way that she is. Her face is more human than cat, but she does have the cat eyes. Um, Let me see. I did have a picture of her. Where did I put it? I made her in Final Fantasy XIV's character creator because that's who I
Nice.
am. Okay. So her eyes are an onyx color, and her hair is white. She does have markings on her face because she did later on go and meet her father, and she decided to learn about alchemy because it just was something that interested her. Um, and she also wanted to learn the ways of a rogue, so she also learned stealth and all that jazz. Um, she is teeny. Where did I put all of her? Okay, she is 4'11". She weighs 98 pounds. Um, and she does have fur on her body. Under her, she wears a big cloak to hide her cat ears, just so people don't, you know, underestimate her for being half cat folk. Um, but yeah, she's just kind of trying to get her siblings and her mother the help that they need because her mother is kind of, like I said, like a child. So she just wants to make sure that they're taken care of. Her father wouldn't help them, so she eventually left his colony and she wants to kind of start her own. And she would like to make a group of alchemists from her siblings so that they know how to defend themselves in the future. Um, 1 second, I'm going to send this picture. Doo-doo-doo. That's kind of what she looks like. But yeah, that's her. She's very spunky. Um, she's got the one-liners. She has a love of shiny things and fish. Um, and on her downtime, she likes to crochet.
Fantastic. Now,
Good choice.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's go next with a. Fix my list. No, why don't we go to let's go to Jimmy first. Then we'll go to Burger Man.
I am Xanthus Corona. I was adopted by a family of elves who found me on their doorstep. I know nothing about my parentage and was raised by this kindly uh, elderly elven couple. Um, Keep quiet. My nose usually stuck in the book most of the time. Um, but uh, I was very much loved by my adopted parents and had a few friends who accepted my rather strange look. Um, for a description, I'm taller than the usual elf, a little bit bigger build. My build is kind of more human, uh, but I do have the elven features, my the elven ears, and I have golden eyes, which are distinguishing, and golden horns, which I try to hide by wearing a helmet most of the time and making people think that my horns are part of the helmet's adornments. Uh, I know that I'm not exactly an elf, but I was raised as one. I have the main features of one, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm an elf. But most people consider me a half elf. Um, that's about it.
Okay. Did you tell them what class you were?
Oh yeah, I'm a Magnus. I have studied a lot in magic and martial prowess. I'm kind of scholarly. I'm thirst for knowledge and to learn all that I can about lore and especially my own heritage.
Okay, great. Quickly going back, PK, I didn't want to steal any fire from you. Is there anything else you did for your character you wanted to express out?
Oh, all good here, sir.
Okay, thank you. And now we're gonna go off and go with Burger Man.
Ooh, y'all are doing such a fantastic job. I'll do my best. Bueno, yo sono Galeazzo de Bunzo. I am Galeazzo de Bunzo. I am a tailed goblin from a large goblin city. I grew up in the rough and tumble as a courier. I am now a swashbuckling fencer who, through having been a courier, can quickly read, decipher, and intercept letters, mail, and communications between people whenever I so please. I am relatively short in stature. I believe we said that I was around 5 foot. I am your standard typical goblin, with the exception that I come from a society of monkey goblins, a sub society, where that I have a tail that I can leverage for athletic feats such as climbing, fighting, and whipping. So, in that respect, I am unique to most goblins. So is my subclass, and I am very familiar with the lore of my city that I come from, the large goblin city, as well as its culinary delicacies, such as, I'll come up with a better name, pizza later on, but goblin pizza. And that's me in a nutshell. Just kind of a rough and tumble swashbuckler. I can be goaded into being loud, obnoxious, confrontational, but I typically try to shy away and be stealthy in most endeavors. But if cheered on, I'll get out there and try to make a show for people, for better or for worse.
Can you say your character's name again?
You can call me Gale.
Okay.
Galeazzo di Bunzo.
Galeazzo di Bunzo. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Galeazzo.
Galeazzo.
Galeazzo di Bunzo.
Galeazzo.
It's a Gale people actually want in their party.
Tell you what, though, I could really go for a slice of gobizza.
There you go. There it is.
Okay. The rest, because I just want to get on to the actual fun part of the game, I'm going to do the rest of the background stuff I've written down, maybe once a week or once a session going in as we get to know all of our characters more, little in-depth looks in their lives. So right now, let's try to save these people or set them all on fire, as Danny put out. It's up to you guys.
God. Don't do what I said.
I mean, it's only wrong if they're survivors, really, to say that it happened. So,
Can you imagine?
So-
But did you die though?
Where are we at the moment?
Did
Are
you
we just
die?
outside? Are we just
Yeah,
outside this door to the
right
side?
now I'm just outside the doors. So it's not really, it's just all kind of grass around it. Not, and if there's anything else you want to look for as like something to help you break in or find something, I will aid that. It is kind of into two sections where, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I'm going to have to resize everyone. So I'll put you guys out here.
Freaking love it.
So anyway, I just started blasting.
Why? Why is Elric
I went through and asked, hey, who do you want for your characters? And that's what he put down. So I'm like, okay, we're using it.
Oh no, why is there like 1800 input values on my screen? Oh god. Okay,
Oh.
I fixed it. Ugh. We're good. I think.
My apologies to Sir Nighty. It is a little big
Sackboy.
planet character
Yeah,
from
yeah, Sackboy.
yeah,
I
the
recognize
Sack
him.
Boy. Yep.
Now I'll have some art of it too. I wanted to. I gotta like play it for a session or so, kind of feel out the character, right?
Yeah.
before I-
No, this is fine. This is all stuff I just put in. Like we
Yeah, I
have
appreciate it. Thank you.
Daenerys I just added because she actually had
Maybe.
a drawing. So
Nice.
I was able to throw that in while we're going through our stuff. And so did Jimmy's characters here. We have cool people.
I might have to
So
commission
just
you,
throw it in. Yeah.
PK.
Well, yeah, I know a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that guy?
I know a guy.
Alright.
I know a guy.
Your last sheet looks a lot like a rabbit. Is all we know. Is that it just looks a lot like a rabbit from your old commission.
For my
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
Strangely.
sorry,
So
I kind of really like mine. I think it's good.
yeah,
can
there
we
you go.
hear
it
anything
is good.
inside?
That's cool.
Well, to do that, you're going to have to make a perception roll.
Alright.
So you click on your character sheet, and at the bottom right, there is the thing for perception. And
Bottom
you will click
right.
on.
Where are we? Right here.
It's actually
Yep.
probably
Just
head way up.
to let you all know that I got the fire thing covered if you need it.
Yes. So you click on perceive opposed to initiative. So we're going to do just the perceive part.
Okay. Oh. where'd it
Okay.
go?
11. You basically see what you see on the map right now. You can kind of look through the windows. You've kind of got a lay of the land. You know that no one is really off to the left. This area here is pretty much vacant.
Okay.
You can probably get in through some. There's some windows up here you can probably try to get into, but you see basically what you see. So there's not anyone else hidden right now. You don't see anyone else. Okay, let me phrase that. You don't see anyone else hidden. You don't see anything else for intruders or anything else dangerous. But 8 guys being very, I don't see abusive, but you know it's kind of throwing things. People getting hurt because they threw a mug at someone, get hit in the head. There's some things they're not watching for. So they're not at the point where they're off like threatening and killing people, but they are a very rowdy group that is just doing a lot of property damage.
Okay. And are the windows locked or are they unlocked? Do we know?
With 11, you don't know by
Okay.
just seeing. You can go try one if you want, but you can't like just by going up and seeing from where you're standing. You're not gonna be able to look and notice if they're locked or unlocked.
Okay. Sorry if I set off alarm, guys. I'm going to a window. I think there's one down here, the bedrooms,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I'll roll that.
You trained to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But,
just
like-
go in. That one's open.
Okay. Cool. See you.
Now, here's the thing as well.
Bye.
As you're entering, though, what Pathfinder allows us to do, D&D does a lot. 5th edition is just okay. You enter and kind of try to do a stealth check.
Okay.
You have options to do things where if you decide you want to be stealthy,
Mhm.
you can be stealthy by doing acrobatics. I can be stealthy by using the stealth check. I can do other things that try to, if you want to enter, like if you want to enter normally, that's fine. If you want to enter with your acrobatics to try not to make a noise, that's fine. If you want to enter with your stealth, you can roll your stealth. So if you want to do things in more, okay.
Oh boy. This is why I want to roll with real dice.
If you want to roll with real dice, I'm not opposed to it.
That's okay.
For me, it won't make a difference.
And
Oh.
I am not rolling with those dice again. Yeah, no one
I
heard
got a 19 with my real dice. No, I'm so sad.
you. No one broke a 10, so you're fine.
Okay. Phew. She's gonna kind of like signal to the others, like, "Hey, I'm in. Come over here." Hello.
Now,
Just
as
wave her
people are
arms.
coming in, you can
Where is
actually,
she?
they have a thing where when you have your turns, you can give an aid action. So you can go off and aid someone through the window, and you can give them a +2 to their stealth if they wish.
Okay.
So, but that is also if you want to aid them, you may say, "Screw that guy, heals me money." So that is a you issue.
Oh, no.
So, does anyone else want to go and follow her, or do we want to go in your own ways?
Well, she went down there, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm way over here. I don't think I can get over there, girl.
Yeah. This is
What's this?
Are we all in the same place?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can go. You can find a little drainage under here to go underneath it if you want to go. underneath the
Oh,
bunker
this
area.
is just like okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Is the front door locked? Is there any reason we can't just walk inside? Are they immediately hostile to us?
You don't know if they'll be immediately hostile from just what you've seen. I won't even make you roll for that. You can go check the front door.
Can I just walk in through the front door as if I'm going to get a drink?
That's a good point.
Sure.
Maybe they're sloshed.
Why don't you give me a performance? I think it's one of the things they have.
Performance check.
I think it's performance. So,
Good luck.
So anyway,
I rolled an 8.
okay.
Oh.
Good luck, Danny DeVito.
You are with an 8. You are. Do you just enter, or do you go towards the bar down here for a drink, or do you try to go sit down?
I just go towards the bar to get a drink, just like sit down on one of the stools at the bar.
Okay. You see people are giving you a bunch of eyes, and just kind of like the mean eye and the stink eye, and are not really giving any sort of friendly bit until this one, who is obsessively drunk, chucks a little stein at you and hits you right over the head and will deal you 2 damage. And yell, "Get the fuck out!" You didn't actually have to leave the Discord.
I didn't.
I got scared.
that's all right.
I know someone else did. So I was like,
Wow.
Scared me.
Oops.
That's immersion right there.
Yeah, that was.
Exactly.
Get out, then
Get
you're out.
the fuck
That's it.
out.
All right, bye.
All right, I'm going.
you listen to me. It's fine. That's a hero point.
Cool. So I
Very
take 2
cool.
damage, and I'm just gonna continue sitting there because I'm used to it.
Oh,
Being affectionate.
now, how do you want to respond to that?
He just raises
Because
his
this was just a normal incident right now of just one guy. We're not into a battle yet, but depending on how you respond, may change that.
Okay. I pick up the tankard off the floor, give it to the barkeep. I think is that Tabby? That's
Tabby.
there? Yeah. So I hand Tabby the tankard that I've just had thrown at me, and I ask her to refill it and hand it back to the gentleman that just threw it at me.
Okay. Then you go back to hand it back to him.
Yep.
He just takes it. He eyes you. Do you stay there, or do you go back to the bar?
I go back to the bar.
Okay. When you're about here, he chucks it at you again. And this time he deals you 1 damage. What part of get the fuck out? Do you not understand? And his brothers begin to go off and laugh. And now we're going to roll for initiative.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I'm
Are we
outside.
all rolling for initiative, or just the
We're all
person?
rolling for initiative.
That's okay. Oh no.
But can I? Oh man.
Why are we
The
all
chance to come in and
rolling?
just like.
There's
Because he
always
said
one
so.
more.
Because he said
No
so.
Easier for me.
All right.
I am going to
Oh,
do.
dear.
I'm doing initiative a little bit different with this game because I want to try it this way. Usually, for this case, I'd have to roll about 15 different initiatives for everybody and try to get stuff set up for it. I'm going to do a group initiative. I'm going to take, when you guys roll initiative, I'm going to take your highest and lowest and average it, as I will for mine. And that way, then, when it is your turn, we'll call it the good guy's turn. You guys get to go off and decide who goes in which order and can plan your attacks as a group. Instead of having, oh, my bard goes last, now I can't buff anybody, or I have to go second, I wish I could hold my action more. You guys can go as a group and kind of devise how you want to have any sort of strategy. But then when it's my turn, all my guys go. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Where is initiative at, girl?
It's my perception. It says perceive, and then there's initiative next to it.
Ah, okay.
Perceive?
And we click on our. Are we doing initiative through Roll20 only? Because you like doing that?
You can roll if you want. Well, so far I have 20s and 22s, so I think we're pretty much. I think you guys just go first. I'm not even.
We're just
These
doing
guys are
great.
not very wise.
Well,
They're
why
not.
don't we just do it? That way you get a feel for it. So.
No, we are. I'm just saying I don't even need to roll. My guys are not that perceptive.
Oh.
I'm going up.
Well,
I have
I'm taking
21 right now before
Did that
everyone
work?
going. It's not.
And do they
Mine
all
came out
have?
at like 16, so it's not.
Are they all rolling with like the brain fart? What word am I looking for? Not the disability.
I did
That's not what it's
18.
called.
The modifiers.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage because they're drunk.
Yeah.
It's
a good point.
well, they have a penalty to it. Instead of having advantage disadvantage, you can gain stat increases and penalties for it. So you gain like a negative. They have a -2.
It changes their DC.
Yeah. I'm guessing we all better get our butts in that room though.
Well,
Gonna
we're
run in.
way out here, girl.
Yeah. Is everyone rolling for initiative?
Yeah, everyone rolls for initiative.
Yep.
Do you know how to, buddy?
I don't.
So, go to your character sheet and
Yep.
scroll all the way down. Do you see perception on the
Yes.
right
Right side of the screen. Right side.
And then
I see it.
Yep, click on your token first, and then click on initiative.
You
I
got
think I
it.
did it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, well done.
Yay.
Oh, great. I rolled terrible.
What did you roll?
13. I let the group down with that one.
Yep, you're bringing the average down there, girl.
Yep.
Everybody else rolling 20s and 18s and stuff. It's okay. We did it. As far as my movement speed, this ain't gonna be good. So I gotta get over there.
25. Well,
I
mine's
think mine is
25.
higher. Yeah.
Mine's 25 too. So
Each one of the
anyways,
squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think each one of the squares is, what, 5?
Yeah, typically is 5.
Oh, it's gonna take me a bit.
So anyways, you're screwed. Because we're all out here.
I mean, unless y'all jump in that window near PK
Yeah, we're gonna have to, girl.
or the kitchen window or something.
I should jump through a window.
Are
Yeah.
there any windows here in the kitchen?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to
Is there anything?
just bust down the door, Sir Nighty.
Yeah, just run around the outside.
I mean, is there a door on this
Or I
side?
meant wall. I meant wall.
Oh,
I don't know what
smash the
doors
front
and
door.
walls are.
Yeah.
I was actually muted.
I mean, I'm
Maybe I
sure
can
they'd
use-
rather
I'm
repair
doing my
the wall
best.
than
Oh,
bring someone
yeah.
back to life.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? I actually got
Yes.
muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry.
One of my guys rolled a natural 1, which is a critical fail. So that means the one that actually threw his mug at you, Elric, is actually he went to go get a high five from his brother, slipped and fell on his ass.
So it's on the floor.
So he has taken damage, and he is he took 1 point of damage, and he is now going to go with. I have those pretty symbols here.
I love how one of the icons is upside. Is that him upside down?
Yeah, he's upside down to show that he's fallen. So he's actually
I love
He's a-
that. That's cool.
he is in a position called prone, which means anything done to attack him, for the most part, except for like range attacks, they get a he has a -2 penalty to his AC now, so he's actually easier to hit than the other guys are.
Cool.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn.
That's fine. So this is the planning stage, which we kind of call it. As for the turn, you guys are going to go through and decide what you want to do. Now, to remind you, we have in Pathfinder, unlike D&D, you have 3 actions to perform each round. You can stride, which is your movement up to your basic speed. Then you can go off and do attacks. You can choose to hide something. You can do other acrobatics or other actions going into it. So anything you want to do will usually take up one of those actions, unless I or the books you've read or your skills and feats state otherwise.
Can I suggest something as like a group thing? I feel like we need the martial classes or the people that are going to frontline to decide what they're going to do first, and then the rest of us decide after. That kind of like hang back.
Okay.
Okay, cool. As long as everyone's cool with that, because I'm one of those characters that has to hang back, so I will
So are
follow your lead.
Are there any windows for the kitchen?
Yeah, those exactly are where they're at.
Okay,
Oh.
well, that's closest point of entry. Kothor's 7 feet tall, right?
Yes.
So Baron's gonna kind of hop over to Kothor and like hand on sword belt and nod up towards one of the windows. Do you think you can get me in there?
I'll try my best. So what I should do then is I just throw you in there, or like, maybe I mean, well, like I have like
It's like
earth
Gimli.
powers, so maybe I could
Yes.
break down the
Roll
wall.
through the window.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Just don't put anything on fire.
No, I got earth powers. I could break down the wall with them,
Like,
maybe.
Well,
it's open or not yet,
shall we try to see if it's unlocked first, sir?
All right,
Yeah.
check the check the window. Pull it up.
Just throw you in. It's like open it first. So we're gonna open the window first.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Is the window open? I'm gonna try to move it.
Yep. If you try to open it, yeah, it'll open up.
It'll open up.
Yeah.
I think-
Wonderfully done, sir.
Oh, great. We can get him through the window.
Remember when we were trying to be stealthy?
Baron like holds his
Yeah,
arms up.
You were
like
great for that bit.
Like a child would to be picked up.
Uppies?
I'll pick him up by
He's
the
doing
arms
uppies
and then
right
slide him through the window.
He grips his little fingers.
We'll get him in there safely and gently.
Thanks, friend.
Who's next?
Me,
Abby?
me.
We'll get Emmy in there.
Me, I'm ready.
So
We'll pick her up just like
okay,
just like Sir Baron.
I'm about as tall
the
as
arms.
PK anyway, so
I'm making
How
sure
tall
now.
are you?
I'm about 3 feet.
No, you're just a bit taller. Okay, it's the same thing though. I can get you in there through with my my height.
So, to what I've known so far is Kothar, you open the window, and then you put those two through. Correct?
So it would be
Yes.
one move action from Baron so far. That's about my max speed to get
So-
to here.
Which window did I go through? This one?
The one PK went through, right?
the
you're-
one
you're
through,
over here.
yeah,
Oh, okay, so
one at a
that's-
time. One at a time.
That's
Bergman's next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna ask the cook what's he making.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
they have goblin pizza?
Jamaican.
Not the Gobitza.
Goes off. It's like, I don't think this is the time. But
We'll talk.
in the oven,
Right.
it's like, Goblino Pizzerino I got from some guy from San Fran Goblin. I don't know.
Oh, I know the
Trying
guy.
it.
Is
I
it the
know a
frozen shit?
guy.
Oh god.
I know that guy.
Having
So
a Gordon Ramsay moment. It's fine.
yes, how we're working right now is Kothar's taking all 3 actions, open the door, and put 2 people through.
Yes.
Those are your actions going into it. PK is taking movement action, and so is Emmy. So you both have 2 more actions, and those actions can also be movement again if you wish to move farther in. So there's not a movement then action. You have 3 actions. You can do whatever you want with it. You can also do things like hide and everything else. There's a table there. If you want to flip it over to be a barricade, you can. You kind of can have your options for anything. Plus, other people can go as well that want to chime in and do something.
Is that an open kitchen? Is that like the south facing wall of that kitchen just not a wall? Is that just
Yeah, it's not. It's,
okay.
I'm sorry. There is a slight wall right. Let me actually bring out the.
Because I see the ceiling beam. I wasn't sure if that was like an open.
This right here is kind of the wall, and then kind of opens up right there, I think.
Okay, cool.
So,
Lady M, our first priority must be the patrons of the tavern. Your safety is paramount.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll follow your lead. And I did like a little salute that you taught me.
Baron returns the salute and draws steel.
I have my whip, sir.
He's gonna move to the corner.
yeah.
I will also move behind him, if possible. There.
To the chef. I guess he wouldn't even see me. I'd kind of be under the table on the other side. He sees like a plume from a helmet. Master Chef, this room next to us, is it vacant?
The one that is up here? Oh, over there? You can see a little bit through the these kind of doors. Oh, I can't. I'm in the wrong. There's a slug thing. Yeah, the door that this room right here, he goes off. Well, I'd be careful. Crazy Earl's in there. But he's about as vacant minded as anyone really can get.
Does the door lock from the inside?
Yes.
Now I need you to be brave, Master Chef. I need you to gather your associates and any patrons you can and lead them into that room and lock the doors. I believe things are about to get very dangerous in this tavern.
He goes off and he grabs a bunch of food. He walks over and he starts passing out the food to the people. And he makes it right here and begins to talk with the guy in front of the door. And that's all he can do on this turn. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, if I cut this way.
So I believe drawing my weapon counts as an action, right?
So it does count as an action. I'm gonna play it too as you're moving. If you're gonna move and draw a weapon, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If you need to draw another weapon and you have nothing out and you're not doing something like mundane throughout it, then you draw the weapon. But
Sure.
I'm not gonna be that mean about it.
Are you able to hold actions in Pathfinder?
Yes.
I
You
would
can
like
hold an
to-
action.
I'd like to hold my final move action.
Okay.
For if anyone attempts to, like, kind of peeking around the corner, if anyone tries to attack a person in the bar or attack Elric, then I'll move out. But until things escalate to physical violence, he'll stay hidden.
Okay. So there's 2 things you can do. You can hold your action, what you're doing right now. So you're gonna just anytime someone else gets done with their movement, you can say, "Hey, I want to opt in." You can also go through then and do a hold of reaction where it's like you can say, okay, I'm going to stay here, but if someone comes around the corner, I hide, or someone comes around this, I will attack them. So you can make a reactatory kind of that's even a word, something else act as a reaction opposed to just holding it and then waiting for the next time to come in.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have 1 action left. I still have a little bit of my movement from my second action. Can I go ahead and take that?
Yeah, you can still keep that going.
Okay,
I'm not
so all right. So here's my thing. I wanted to do the initiative with the deception, but I don't think I did that because I want to use my harmlessly cute feet.
Okay. You did not do that.
Okay. Can I? Because I'm a bard.
Yes.
I could maybe like take my instrument out and they think I'm part of a show or something and try and distract them while that guy tries to lead all the other ones into the room.
If you wish.
Oh dear. I don't like the answer to that. Well, we're going to try it.
No.
It's a wonderful plan. Incredibly brave.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Okay.
It was Digglenose's idea. So I have a what's my instrument again? I think it's a lute.
I thought I was just singing. Was it a lute?
I have an instrument. I was gonna do a little dance. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Where's my backpack?
Does this mean that
Inventory.
MissKweh is gonna have to sing?
Oh no, heck no. Oh, I have a
Small
harp.
heart.
I have a harp. So I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna, act like I'm setting up for a show, and then
Okay.
get my harp out and start, diddling diddly and start singing.
Yeah.
So how far can I walk out to do that? Here?
You went 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll let you go about 10 more. You moved once. So far, you just moved once, right?
Yeah.
So your second move will be moving and getting your harp out,
Can
and
I-
you're performing it, right? So you can go anywhere, probably within.
Can I go here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right there. You can go. It's fine.
Okay. And then I'm going to start performing, so I need to roll a performance check, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So I'm going to heckin' perform. Hold up. What's my performance? 7? I got this.
Famous last words.
18.
Okay. Yeah. You have these people over here start, kind of tapping their mug a little bit, getting into the performance. He's still down, tapping his foot, kind of rolling a little bit, but kind of like into it. These three over here are like, you see that too, right? Yeah, it's a tree. It's forming a. Screw it, it's good. And everyone else just kind of performs and lets you go off and do your thing.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing,
This one thinks he's realized he's drunker than he thought. So
Nice. So
So
I'm
that
trying
is
to keep
Emmy's
their
turn?
eyes on me.
okay, and their eyes are on you right now.
All right.
Anyone else coming in will have advantage on any stealth or any deceptive thing they want to do. Not advantage, I'm sorry, you get a +2. I will learn the correct terms soon enough.
Who cares? Same thing.
I know. We're playing Pathfinder 2-esque. It's basically a lot of homebrew and things I want to do and just having fun with it. Proud nod over to them, gestures to Kothar for others to enter. Okay. So here's what you can do, Kothar. Right?
Yes.
Your turn is basically done, but I will
Yes, I
let you
know.
go off and aid them if you want to still be involved with it. I'll let you aid them and give them a little bit to help them into the window if they need it. They shouldn't be able to. They're all taller. That should be fine. But if there's something where they're worried about height-wise, I'll let you help them through.
There's only Gale left, right? Outside.
Jimmy's character 2 is over here.
Yeah.
Zenith.
Oh, I think Zenith is quite tall though, right?
Yeah, the goblin has his tail too. He can get in pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
So
climber.
they don't need you, but if they wanted you for assistance or flavoring or something, I would allow it for this bit.
He's a little monkey goblin, so
Mm-hmm.
He's a little monkey goblin.
Is my character decently enough size to fit through this window?
Yes.
Okay.
You'd have to take in, I think, a -2 if you're trying to be stealthy with it. Just because you
Okay.
are so large and have your armor on and everything else, it's gonna be very clunky trying to get in there without like some sort of acrobatics or some sort of specialty thing. Yeah. Or like I said before, you can just try to bust through the wall and just see if that goes.
Yes.
But,
Yeah. Yeah. My character is kind
Okay.
of
let's go with Bergman.
acts based on their element, so it's a possibility.
So Bergman, you get to do 3 things of 3 actions and do pretty much whatever you want in this. So you can try to go through the window. You can try to run through the wall. You can go off and scratch your butt. You really can do anything you wish to do, and I'll explain to you what you need to roll to make sure whatever you want is done.
Okay, so I got a
This
question
game
then.
is very much about your imagination and how you want to perform things.
Yeah. So I can. So I'm a climber, right? So I
Yeah.
was thinking, is there any way to get like roof access? Is there any way to climb up onto a roof or gain access from above?
Yeah. Just for the tail and everything else, go for that. Would be that would probably be an athletics check for you.
Sure.
So you would roll your athletics, and then with how well you roll would depend on where you're going to be.
Okay, sure. So with striding, do I need to stride up to the wall before I climb it and get onto the roof? So stride, climb,
Yes.
stride.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got 25 speed, so I can go 5 squares total. So I'm basically going to where Kothar is. So 5, 10, 15. I'd like to do that athletics check to get up on the roof and try to get up on the kitchen roof.
Okay.
So just roll athletics.
Yes.
Okay. Public roll. Submit.
Yep.
Good roll.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I told you that Kothar could help you. Give you +2. That's a 20. That would be 10 more than what I had the DC set at. So
Okay.
that's called you getting a critical success. It is the exact same as if you rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
So you are here.
Yes.
I will let you jump up to anywhere. You can jump up anywhere on the roof you want. I'll let you go off with that for 20.
Okay.
So you can just put it where you want to be, and that's where you
let me
you
just
land.
sorry, move things around.
Mhm.
Sorry, Des, I'm moving your dude.
So just
No,
put
you're
it
good.
anywhere on the
And now
map,
you're
and we'll just
turning
say
them
you're
around.
above.
He put me on my ass, I think.
So I can go anywhere on the roof, or just within reason, like still within stride.
No, I'm just going anywhere on the roof. You just he basically yeeted you up, and you just flew
Okay.
and landed wherever you wanted to go.
All right. So I flew. I landed by this chimney here, and I'm gonna ask: is the chimney lit? Is there a fire in the chimney, in the fireplace?
No, that is a actual that's a candle.
Oh.
Why don't we put it?
This thing right here. Right here is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
It. Yeah, let me double check. You
Well, that's
can't see a
definitely a
little bit of light
fireplace.
there. It is lit, but with a proper it's not something that ever suggest the Poppet going into a Sir Knighty, even though he has armor. But if you want, because he is flammable, I believe, so only one of you actually has that flammable trait.
I am very flammable. That's correct. Yes. The one thing that I am is flammable.
If you were to drop down that, I don't think there would be enough of you. You might. Hold on. Which armor are you wearing again?
I'm wearing light. I'm light.
Okay. You move. So you just moved twice so far, right?
Yes.
I think that's all you've done.
Yes.
Okay. Let me look here. And that is. Oh, it's padded. I'll give you DC 15 acrobatics if you want to try to get down there and roll out without get hit by the flames.
Okay. Let me talk to the rest of the people. Is that going to ruin any plan that we have? If I just
No.
come spilling out Bunza first?
I mean, it might certainly antagonize an otherwise passive audience.
Okay.
I am singing Maybe
there-
I'm so good that they won't notice, but I don't
This
There-
will
know.
not be this will not
Oh.
be a stealthy maneuver.
Well, it can
quite
be.
the
If you
omission.
wish to roll stealth and go down as a stealthy option,
Can
you
we
can
do
try
that?
to climb down stealthy, and you will get a +2 from Emmy singing.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to stealthily descend the chimney.
This is going to go great or horribly wrong. We'll find out.
It's gonna go great. It's gonna
Alright.
go great.
Optimism there.
Okay, so let me go down to stealth roll.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey,
That's
nice.
good.
Wow.
19, that's good.
Woo, lucky.
I'll let you go within 10 feet of 2 squares of here to where you want to, like, do you want to try to, like, go out and come over here by 90? Do you want to try to head over here where these guys are? Do you want to go under the table?
I'll go under the table. That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Okay.
So, table it is.
Okay, I'm just going to plop you right under the table then.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're a 5-foot goblin under the table.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Tails
They're,
sticking out
they're
in the
watching
middle
this
of the
thing.
floor.
It's okay.
Yeah, I smell.
It
yeah,
doesn't
smell-
have to make sense.
I
The
smell-
numbers don't. The numbers just happen.
Yeah, I smell smoke and BO. What the hell is that?
Okay. For Neris, you see if you look to your right, there's a the window. There's a window right here too,
Okay.
and I'm just saying there's one now. Tabby goes off and kind of like looks out the window, sees you, and it opens up this one so you can actually jump through with a tumble or an acrobatics if you wished to not go all the way around.
So I have to go with how my character is. Please tell me I don't see anything shiny.
Ooh, not in this room now.
Okay. So, let's see.
There are a bunch of brightly sparkly glasses and stuff over here, and bottles of like liquor and stuff that are pretty. Didn't even have to finish my sentence. Just done.
Yeah. So
So,
where is everybody? Oh, y'all are
Give me
way
acrobatics
up
though
my
too,
plate.
if you can,
Okay.
just to make sure it's not a complete and utter. It's a very low DC, but I want to make sure you didn't get something overly low.
Okay. Let's see.
And again, this is acrobatics. You can roll stealth if you want to do it stealthy.
Oh,
That's why you roll. So you see something very shiny.
Oh
It is,
no.
and you're like,
Yes.
oh, these shiny glasses, they look so pretty. You go and run into it, and it's actually a mirror down there. So you crash to the mirror. There's reflected the bottles behind you, and you make a big crashing sound as you land. And
beautiful.
goes into it. You're not gonna take damage though. That's not.
I'm just
Going
gonna
into
peek
it.
my head over the bar. Be like, oops.
Yeah.
My bad.
Every. You know what? Emmy, give me performance again. DC
Save
20.
me, Emmy. Save me.
I'm gonna try, girl. All right.
I'm
Is it
shiny.
20 or higher, or they
Ooh-wee.
notice her.
Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 7, so that's 25, girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
Fucking
Yeah,
rock
they're
and
too
hard
enthralled
solo.
by the music. They don't care.
Oh, phew.
So you're good.
25.
I'm swinging my
Jeez.
leaves into the wind, girl, trying to distract them. That's what I'm doing right now.
So my problem is, what do I got? What do I even got? I got paws or unarmed fist. I do have lesser alchemist fire. I could throw that somewhere.
I want to make something too with that.
I don't know where the range is though.
These maps and everything as well on here.
Mm-hmm.
You're behind a bar. There's
Yeah.
lots of liquor bottles and mugs and glasses and a lot of other sharp things into it. You can chuck any of those too if you don't want to throw alchemist fire. I mean, you can interact with a candle, anything else. If you want to throw something else at them hard and try to get something ready or gather a bunch of things to like use as ranged weaponry, you can definitely do that.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Tabby and I'm gonna give her an apologetic stare. And grab some bottles and some cloth and stuff the cloth in there. And then
Tabby looks at you. She goes, "Oh fuck me." She picks up a big bottle of rum and starts chugging the bottle. She knows what's coming next. He's just
it's
the
I'm
poor
gonna
tavern.
light the little cloth on fire with a candle and go, Geronimo!
Okay.
And I'm gonna huck it.
Just give a roll 20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Well, this This situation just escalated.
Although,
Sir Nighty's
do wanna-
just
I
in
mean,
there.
I've still got my turn, and
How do
you
I,
will.
Jimmy's got
I'm
his.
just
so-
chilling outside,
how do I
meditating.
just roll the d20 for that?
Yeah, just you can roll your own dice if you have it, and just tell me it is, or you can do /R space 1D20 for 20. Into the chat of roll 20.
/R.
Do /R.
D.
Then you would do here. Let me actually.
I mean, otherwise I can just roll my dice. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine too. But so that's what you put. You do /R space 1D20, and it would roll for you.
1d20.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I want to throw it at the group of 3 guys over on the right. But I want to try not to hit any of the civilians. Yeah. Or even just the guys right in front. As long as I don't hit any civilians or any other people.
You can hit. Okay, from where you're at, you can hit him. I'm sorry, you can hit him right here, this one, and these guys over here.
Alright, let me hit those guys then.
And you're doing a Molotov cocktail, I'm guessing?
Yep. We're throwing it.
We all thought you were joking when it's like, I'm set the tavern on fire. Nope.
Yeah, I like that we're sending him to
Um,
drive out bad guys and just kind of causing
Should
a
we
commotion,
evacuate PK?
and
Yeah,
then
I mean, I
we
try it. I
set
tried
the
not
building
to.
on fire.
Tabby knows what's going on, man. She be throwing rum before I do.
Tabby yells, "No!"
This works. I have little-
And I think that's what 1d8.
There
damage?
ain't no way a giant gas cloud came up on the screen, girl.
I
There you
promise
go.
I didn't too.
Okay, it didn't come up on mine, but it came up in yours, and that's fine. Yeah, there's the explosion.
Whoa.
I'm a plant.
And-
Does that hit me?
That
No,
don't
it
hit.
doesn't hit you.
Oh, thank God.
I
Um,
made
That
sure.
was a cool
Okay.
explosion.
1d8, you said, huh?
Yeah, I think my alchemist fire does 1d8 fire damage plus. I don't know if we're going off what the alchemist fire does, but
Sure, go ahead.
does 1d8 fire damage, 1 persistent fire damage, and 1 splash fire damage.
Okay. Which guy did you hit at again? Can you click on the screen and show which one you aim for?
How do I do that? The clicky
You just
thing?
take the cursor and you can just kind of hold down on the screen somewhere.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I just aimed like. Oh God. Okay, hang on. I just aimed for like the middle of them.
The middle of them. Okay. So if you're not aiming at one,
Mm-hmm.
then the 8 damage is going directly to the table, and they will all each person take 1 fire damage.
Okay.
If you aim for like one of these 2 over here,
Yeah, can
one
I
of
aim
them
for
will
this
take
guy?
8, and yeah, so he'll take all
Okay.
8 plus persistent fire damage plus the split. Okay. So
Yeah,
Danny,
so
he's
that-
gone.
Danny taking us to a barbecue.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
In my wheelhouse.
Okay. So yeah, one got taken out.
Okay, and I have 1 more action.
You went through your 3 actions were jumping through,
Okay,
gathering to make your firebomb, and then tossing it.
cool.
So those were your 3 actions.
All right, good luck, guys. Your turn.
Okay. Let's throw
She's just
in
gonna make more behind the bar, I guess.
so Xanath, what do you want to do?
All right. Is that a bridge in front of me, or is it just part of the building?
It's part of the building. It's like a bridging between it's like a walkway between the tavern and the inn.
Okay, so there's a wall directly in front of me.
Yeah, but there some gophers dug out. You can climb under if you want to go into it. There's also the window here and down here that already opened with Neris.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
The window is close by.
Now, PK, I know you're holding your action, so while Jimmy is thinking, I'm going to do what I consider to be a nice GM thing. Your last order was go get all the people inside this locked room. Is that still the vibe we're going with?
Yeah, well, if the building burns down with everybody in it, that won't be great.
Yes. So I'm saying you have an action if you wanted to go off and try to shout a different order to him or communicate a different order to him, you could.
There's a door here they can get out.
Yes. There is.
What about Crazy Earl?
He's crazy.
It's crazy. Let him burn down.
He's living his best life. It's fine.
I
If the
no,
place catches
I-
on fire, he ain't gonna live much longer.
Oh,
I think
Neris, did you say anything when you sorry PK, go ahead.
does it look like? I mean, they're probably gonna rush the bar at this point, unless some other obvious, like they don't know that Emmy is part of what just happened. Probably. No, I'll continue to stay put for
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So I want to see what they do.
Okay. Neris, did you say anything or did you just throw the bomb out?
I just threw it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to shoot an arrow at
Okay.
that guy there.
The window is closed. Do you want to open the window
It's
first or you can
closed.
try to shoot through it?
I was hoping it'd be open.
You can shoot through it. I'm going to add more to his DC. So it's AC. So I'm going to make it him harder to hit. So that's
Yeah,
up
I
to you.
know, and that would reduce damage anyway. Damn.
It's not going to reduce damage. I know you think it would. He's that. You want to shoot an arrow? You said.
Yeah.
Your longbow also has a 30-foot thing. It will get a penalty of -2 because you're so close.
So I
The
guess
longbow
it'll
you
make
bought
no
has a
difference.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
You can move
forget
over
that.
here on this part and shoot through. Have direct line of sight and shoot through, and then it will only be the penalty for the window.
So have I had my turn, or
Alright.
is it?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead
Not
and
yet.
No, not you're coming up next. I'm sorry, or you can
Okay.
jump in. Yeah, so we're gonna.
go ahead and move there and shoot at him.
Okay. Roll for attack.
He's a master of suspense.
He is.
Ooh.
Well, that's a crit. So yeah,
Wow.
we get to
Wow.
hit a
Wow.
fun button
Okay.
now, which I'll have you guys go up later. I'm gonna hit the critical hit button. Normally, it is extra damage going through things, so it would be he gets double damage. That would be 12 for his crit stuff. There is a fun little app thing added to it, and if you guys actually want, do you see the thing that looks like dice in the upper right-hand corner of your screen?
Yep.
If we click on that, there should be a thing that says critical hit as a macro.
Yep.
And I want you all to click that into your in bar. And you should have the thing that says critical hit below your name now.
Yeah, I
Jimmy,
see it.
Okay, Jimmy, do you have that?
Yeah, I got it.
Hit that button. You hit him directly in the head. And because it's a piercing damage, you puncture his muscle, and it's -1 to him hitting someone else and having damage.
What, I take out an eye or something?
something like that, or at least hurt him. So you
Wow.
go and have your damage with that. Now the difference is you actually also he has gotten down to he's down to 1 hit point with that. He's also on fire, which takes away hit point. So
Effectively, he's out.
oh, he is out.
Is
2 apple doors down.
is the fire from the Molotov cocktail spreading?
It has spread.
Ooey.
I am going to point up a little.
It's a wooden building.
The floor is looks like it's more of a brick thing for it. But right now it
Okay,
is
the floor won't burn.
floor
But
is
the rest
here.
of it will.
Yeah, and it is. And he was here, so it's spread to this table here.
Ooey.
You gotta get that
No.
civilian out of there.
This is not the biggest of fires. It's just kind of slow one starting, but it's trying to
Okay.
get smoky. I'm going to let Eric of Candelise go.
Wouldn't I still
Okay.
have another action left?
You would have one more if you want to go. But, yeah, go ahead if you want to take that one. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Eric. Elric, I forgot about that.
That's all good.
Since I can't do it yet, I'll go ahead and move up to the window, which I'm going to climb through next round.
Okay. That works. You'll have to open it next round and climb through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Elric, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my first turn 10 paces for a free action of movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the 10 paces movement to get to here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my first action to move another 5 feet to right next to this guy. I'm going to look down at him on the floor. And with my pistol already drawn from 10 paces, I'm going to just aim it at him. And I'm going to say, big mistake, friend, and fire.
We're going to do that. The one thing you don't need to do is move that. Actually, I need to go off and get the right tool up. Since you're right diagonal to him,
Okay.
you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
So you don't have to get even closer to him just to fire with it.
Okay. In that case, then, yeah, I just do it from here.
Okay. Roll
And
for
what
attack.
I'm going to do is, because it's a dual-barreled pistol, I'm going to shoot both barrels at the same time.
Okay.
Which increases the die by 1 step. So I believe that goes from
The
1d4
deadly
to
bit.
1d6.
Yes, that sounds right from what I remember from your thing.
So slash r 1d6 plus 1 for modifier. Okay, so I do 2 damage.
I'm surprised the pistol's only a D4.
Yeah. That might be different though in the book.
Fire. What's the name of your pistol? Oh, double barrel pistol?
Yep.
Okay, damn, 1d4 piercing. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he'll go off and take 2 damage. Oh,
Oh, I need to roll
oh
the
wait,
attack, don't I?
hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, you need to roll an attack. Yeah, I was gonna say that was okay. You know what? Yeah, that definitely take. He gets you get a +2 to your things right over top of him. Pistol will take it. So yeah, we'll hit that, and he'll take 2 damage.
Cool.
And you have 1 more turn. You can actually, if you want, you can fire again on him, and it will take another. It'd be a -5 to your attack though. Or I know you also have a
I
reload
would
ability
need to.
too.
I would need to reload first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something you can do too if you want.
Yeah, so I will reload.
Okay.
Thought it was double barreled. Do both of them fire at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
That's why it goes up to a D6 rather than a D4.
I
Okay.
already got it.
So with that, we're gonna go off, and down here we have a member of the guard. His name is Doug, which you don't know yet, but just for
Doug.
you want to know.
Hell yeah.
He walks over here for his first movement. He flips the table on its end, hides behind it, and then he yells, "Scramble!" as he goes off and throws a tankard to attack this guy here. And he crit. And somehow that thing did 6 points of damage. I hate my dice. So with that, the bakers open the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One is in. So if he can make it, he can make it. He can make it. He's here. He goes in here. The guard's still gonna help you out. Tabby isn't going anywhere. She looks right at Nearest, holds her hand. You give her a Molotov cocktail, and she yells, "Fuck it," and chucks it over at the at this table over here.
Atta girl.
I'm under there.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
Oh
Now, this guy drops because Tabby's a badass. So you just hear her go off and be like, it's like, I can rebuild my pub. I just want to get rid of you fuckers. And she just tosses the thing, hits him square in the head. All the
Yeah.
fire and stuff
I got
goes up,
insurance.
and the rum and the stuff just goes all over it, burns his face, and he just drops to the ground. And yeah, this table gets caught on fire then.
Hope she's got a good
So-
neighbor like Allstate.
This whole thing is farms. It's fine. See, that would be a great
Allstate,
bit,
where
though.
you at?
Gail's actually a insurance salesman. We have Nearest goes off and sets fires or things. Gail's like, by the way, if you want some goblin insurance, we have it here.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, we
Great.
have that on fire, and that is everyone's turn so far, except
I'm
for
sure
the Appledorns.
goblin insurance would be very trustworthy.
Al-
Right.
yep. Appledorn here gets up. He will attack Elric.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Lucky he is drunk. He just missed.
Well, I was going to use
both
a.
times. I'm sorry.
I was going to use a feat anyway if he tried to attack me.
Try to or does attack you.
It's anyone who's triggering an attack against me, regardless whether or not it hits.
Yeah, then yeah, you get a go. He tries to attack you.
Okay.
What's your reaction?
I use hit the dirt.
Okay.
Which allows me to leap out of the way as he tries to attack me.
Okay. Do you want to go towards the fire, towards the non-fire, or here,
I
where are you
will
going?
down south.
Okay. How to put you over here?
And that also puts me prone.
Yes. So you're gonna go whoop. Okay.
Got goofed.
So as someone moves to actually attack Elric, if possible, Baron would then take his last movement action.
Go take your movement action. Take your action. Go into it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Step between the two of them.
1, 2, 3. Hold on. Okay. Now, are you doing that before when he goes to attack him, or are you going to do that as a now that he's on the ground?
Afterwards, it would
Okay.
basically be happening at the same time. So, like, as that's happening, I would.
Okay,
be moving
you would.
forward with
Yeah.
it.
So okay, we're good then.
Oh yeah.
Dead. He is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he's been set on fire. His two brothers are dead, so he's getting out of here, or at least going away from that part. He's gonna go 1, 2 to the door, and he's gonna try to. Okay, with the second action, he unlocks the door to the front of the tavern. And this guy flips over this table and is hiding, and he takes the hide action. And this guy also takes the hide action.
Scaredy cat, scaredy cat.
Yeah, they have no clue what's going on. They've been sitting here. Someone beautiful comes out of like this beautiful music, and it's like it's a cute little, whatever your ability is for you. It's like, I'm an innocent little Leshy. I'm just playing music. And then everyone gets set on fire.
You're welcome.
So, yeah. So go ahead and no, normally this is what we do is back to the top of the order, which is you guys, and you can all decide in how you want to proceed. So anyone can go first. It just depends on you guys working together as a team to figure out how you best want to use your abilities.
All right, the window I'm right there beside, I shot through, so actually wouldn't the window be broke?
Well, it didn't shatter the entire window. You would have it would have put a hole through part of it.
Okay, so it
And
was just left a hole.
yes, and if it's a slatted window with things going into it, you wouldn't be able to actually just jump in. It's not this giant hole in the wall now. So
All right. Cool. Let's see, the table's right there on fire, so if I climb through there, I might actually take some damage.
Dad, what happened to your mic?
What, can you not hear me?
Now I can. Thank
you were lower before.
You
yeah.
were really low. It sounded like you were in a tunnel.
All right, sorry, I'll be louder now.
Okay.
I'll wait on everybody else.
Okay. So far, you've seen one guy trying to get away. You have gone off and seen these people over here hiding. He's trying to rush and get the door unlocked, and he did. And these people are now presumably safe. Oh wait, I forgot Earl's, I think. Shit. Earl has 2 misses, and oh shit. Okay, go Earl. Earl comes out, and this guy is the. You can see back here, he's doing all the ale and everything going into it. So he also goes off, and I kid.
You muted.
So this guy goes
Or
off.
I didn't hear you. Did anybody else
Takes
hear?
damage. And if you can't beat him, join him. And so this tail's on fire.
Uh-oh.
You didn't take water's ability, did you, Des? You took earth and fire.
Can you,
Use some water
Albert?
right now.
Yes.
do you mind saying what you said? Because my Discord cut out. Do you mind re-saying
Okay.
it for the stream?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Crazy Earl is the he's the brewer of the tavern to make their own alcohol and ale. This guy right here. He runs out, says fuck it, and goes off and decides, hey, when I beat him, join him. And he throws his own makeshift Molotov cocktail down on this table. And he goes off and hits this guy and sets the table on fire.
So, how's Burger Man feeling down there on that table?
Currently, well, honestly, for right now, the table on top is on fire. He feels some heat coming down, but it's only been 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I
he's
forget about
actually-
D&D time or
Yeah.
Pathfinder time.
Yeah, it's every round of combat we do. So now that everyone's gone, it's been 6 seconds. So the fire will spread, but it won't go off and be enough to collapse the table or get into it. But it is getting smoky with all of these fires together. So Burgerman can, yeah, you guys can all do what you want and figure out how you want to handle this.
What's the henchman doing over there by the door to my southeast?
He ran over there, was filled with a lock, was too drunk to open it on his first action. On his second action, he got it open.
Okay.
So you see that you can see the lock in his hand, so he might be trying to bolt.
Okay. Okay. Well, since he's trying to bolt, I'm not that worried about him. Is there the room where PK instructed people to kind of take refuge?
Yes.
Is there a door? Is that a
Right
door? Or
here.
just a window on the north
Yeah,
side?
right here. There's a door right here.
That's a door right there. Okay, so I'm feeling okay about people not being trapped in a fire.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna fucking melee. So my first action, I think, is I'm gonna stride 10 feet over to this table on the east. And I think I'm gonna engage this guy right here
Okay.
in a fight. So my first action is stride.
You can go right there. Yep.
My second action is to extinguish my tail, which is not on fire, maybe.
No, it's on fire. You're fine. It wasn't long enough to set you on fire. For
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I guess I'm just gonna engage the henchman down here.
Yep.
With my short sword.
Do it.
All right.
Roll to attack. Yeah. If you were down there next round, then you would have had some sort of repercussions for being down under a fire.
Okay. So I just short sword meleeed.
Is that a nat 20?
20 spectre. Yeah.
There ain't
hit your
no
critical-
way.
Hey, nice.
Is
Did you
that
put
the
on the
second
critical button?
nat 20 of the day?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Jeez.
I am not liking this campaign goes. I am not. I'm not used to that.
It's beginner's
Yeah.
luck.
Here, do you have that crit hit button that we had people put on your character?
On the bottom there?
Yeah.
Critical damage?
No, there should be a button underneath your if you go to the little dice looking thing in your upper right of your Roll20, thing called macros.
Crap.
There's a
No idea.
okay. I got you.
Okay, thanks, homie.
I'll take care of it later, Ben. You were using a slashing weapon?
Yes. Critical hit, 66% eviscerating hit.
Yeah, you go off and basically cut through the table and stop you because they were up and remember they kicked over the table. So they were going off trying to hide behind it.
Right.
Which boosts their AC up by 4 and all this stuff making it much harder. You crush that anyways by having the crit. So you hit them and slice through their the whole table. So the table just kind of like falls to the side onto the ground. The flames are extinguished and they are now open to further attack.
Damn. Cool.
Cleave the table in two.
It says their shield breaks and they're using their thing as a shield, so I'm gonna take care of this. Oh, hold on.
Okay, so I guess I got one action left, right?
Yes. Let's see if I can.
All right. Well.
Oh, that would help if I click the right thing again. You have one action left. If you attack again, it will be on a with
Minus
a 5
5.
penalty. Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking at my feats and stuff like that, and it doesn't look like I can really use anything yet because I haven't done any like feints or diversions or anything like that. I just kind of punched in there. So I am going to, I guess, just stride back towards Emmy.
Okay.
And so I've gone 10 feet, so that I can go 15
Yeah, I'm sorry,
feet
10
now.
feet right here. Yeah, we'll put you right there for 10 feet.
Yep. And then just stride back towards Emmy just to kind of try and cover.
Okay. 5, 10. How's that?
That's perfect. Yeah, just so I can get closer to my party.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay, that is you.
I think Des should go next because he's just been outside the entire time.
Poor Des
Poor
has
Des.
been outside.
But Des is like the best helper. He got everyone in okay to do cool things, and he's just like,
Yeah,
there, Des?
absolutely. I'm just
Okay.
standing here. I'm cool.
He's on staycation. He didn't ask for any of this.
I'll let the professionals handle this.
Whose turn is it? Is it Dez's?
You can use Dez's.
All right, Des.
Okay. Okay. So I'm outside, obviously. I can't see nobody. I got no communication with nobody. All I can see is the kitchen. Everyone's left the kitchen. They're all in the tavern now. They're in the main area, right? I can't see nothing. All I can hear is like commotion. I can sense the flame as well because of the kineticist elements. I can kind of sense the presence of flame. So I'm starting to panic here. I have no idea what's going on. No one said anything to me. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna have to panic here a bit, and I'm gonna charge my fist up with my earth element, and I'm gonna punch the wall down right here,
Go for
or
it.
at least attempt to it. Or do I need to roll for this?
Just be an attack, I think.
Just an attack roll?
Yeah, I think you have a Let me double check your character sheet here to see what exactly it's called. You are down here, Gothar. She have 1 feats. I think it'd just be your elemental blaster. What's that?
I can click it, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, let's have a look. Okay. This hopefully this works.
Because your elemental everything is 1d8 bludgeoning, so we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll call just for going into it. Your elemental blast, your impulse things you're doing, I'll let you do them any way you want. It'll just all go off of the earth thing going into it. So if you're gonna like use it to shoot something, it's fine. If you want to over your fist hit with it, it's the same damage, same stuff to it. I'm not gonna make you have to do a 1 for every different ability into it.
Yeah.
Got 12. You hit the wall, and actually it's opening because no, it's enough. For 12 damage, the window is open, so you just take your hands and you just like two-fisted hammer down and just crush the rest of the wall into it right underneath the window. You can just step on through without ducking.
Awesome. So we're gonna run into here. Whereabouts did it break down the wall? Whereabouts to?
Oh, right where you are.
Right here to the kitchen?
Yeah. So you can go right through.
Okay. So I can walk through.
Yep.
And how many spaces can I move as a movement?
That would be your speed, which is
25.
25. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to I think I can only move 5.
Yeah, each square is 5 feet.
It's 5 feet, right?
If you want, you can go down here because you can go diagonal and cut through.
Okay.
Diagonal 5 feet. And then you have 1 more action to do.
Okay, one more action.
Yep.
So where's all the fire at? Where's it located?
Here and here.
Yeah, is this red on? Okay.
Yep. You can't tell that beautiful drawing's fire.
Yeah, I was struggling. I was like, oh, is someone bleeding out?
No.
One of them looks like it says food.
Go. Fire. Fire. Fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna think about my last action for a second. If you want to move on.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Sir 90 and our side eyeing that fire. I'm just gonna be for real right now.
Agreed. Yep. Agreed.
Just gonna be like, whose turn is it?
Anyone's really right now. We have Kothar's one more action. Gale, I believe, is done, and I believe it's all we've gone to. So, and all two we've done so far. So, anyone else who wants to go, or between Mr. 90, Xanath, and Neris, if you guys want to decide or talk about things you want to do and how you want to handle things, you guys can do things as a group and decide and plan out stuff together.
I'm gonna let the marshals handle that stuff first. I can go last. So.
Okay. And there is this guy running over here. I did not mean to explode him.
Okay.
He's over here. That's just kind of chilling. Well, running away screaming, but just chilling.
So Sir Nighty's priority is
Is
going
he
to try to get
still
these guys
running, or did he stop?
Well, he stopped because that was all this movement can do.
I'm not.
I mean, will he continue running next round?
You can't see from where you're at right now because he's in a wall.
True. Okay, that's what I
So
thought. Yeah.
we'll do Sir 90. What we're gonna do?
Well, you all have worked with him long enough that his motivations are going to be pretty clear. He wants to save the hostages and, if possible, get these guys to surrender. So that will be what he attempts to do. So if there's anybody that wants to do anything before he tries to get them to surrender, now would be the time. I would
They
hate
already
for him.
set most of them on
I love the point. It's like, guys, I'm gonna have to surrender. If you want to kill them now, go right ahead, and then I will do.
Listen, that's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
well-
Like I know paladins, right? They can champions can be buzzkills, so I'm giving
It's
you the
okay.
chance to kill these guys before he tries to talk about.
No,
fighting.
I just love it so much. It's like,
I agree. Like, I mean,
they're past that point.
I would feel the same way.
I
I
mean-
didn't mean to kill him, but oh well.
yeah, mindset is like a couple guys are down. This place just exploded on fire, and I rolled out of a fireplace and chopped the table in half, all within 10 seconds. So
Yeah,
maybe
if I-
they're shocked enough to surrender.
Exactly. If I were them, I mean, their odds definitely haven't improved in the last 6 seconds.
no.
Right.
So if there's anything anybody wants to do before that, go for it.
I'm on board.
Because
I'm-
it'll be real awkward if I try to get them to surrender and then somebody kills another one.
I'm going to go ahead and move down to the next window. There's a fire by that one. I guess that'd be where the rest is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll wait. I'll hold the next Molotov that I got. But if they start something, I'm throwing it. I'll tell you that.
So I assume the window's already open.
Yes, it's already
Yeah.
open.
So I'm going
Hey.
to go ahead
Hello.
and come through and
Do you want to go farther in?
well, let me see. I guess I'm back behind the bar.
Yeah, this is a little bit of rough terrain, I'll call it, so I'll let you go over it, but it'll be 10 movement instead of 5.
I'll just stay right here since I already got my bow out. And I'm going to go ahead and fire at this guy.
Okay, well, I'm going to retcon it then, but Xanath, remember, you already opened up the one door, then walked down, then climbed in, which would be your third bit, your third action. So I'm just going to say this window is still back to being closed, and you just came down here to go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to retcon that. It's just not a big deal for our first session, so.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead and talk.
forgot. Yeah, that I said
Okay.
that earlier, but no, I decided I'm not going to go through there and come out on fire and take damage.
That's perfectly fine. I don't blame you.
Hey, we could tape one of these tie one of these Molotovs to your arrow. Just saying.
You could actually, if you want to do a
Set his arrows on fire.
You know what? Yeah, if you want to give me a crafting check, I'll let you do that.
Okay. What would be the crafting check?
I think you have the skill craft.
Let's see.
See, all you'd have to do is tie some linen around the end of the arrow,
Yeah, we
set
got
it on fire, and then I shoot it.
I like how more fire is the answer to fire.
It's
Yeah,
always the answer.
we
When
just
we
need
have an
fire.
I think-
extremely
Yeah,
flammable puppet.
it's not very well on there, but yeah, it'll fly.
I think Sir 90 and I are gonna be in trouble a lot.
All right, I guess
There's probably
So we're
water
trying to
here,
get him
don't
to
worry.
surrender, right?
I'll fire now.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
I was gonna hold off, but he came over and wanted to go arrows blazing. So
Yeah, no, she just went through and had a she just helped. She just aided. This isn't her fiery thing she put together. It's his.
yeah. I'm
Who are you attacking?
assisting.
Oh, which? Okay, on the longbow, it's got a 2 and 3. Do I hit the 2 or the 3?
No, you would hit just the longbow. The 2 and the 3 are if you're attacked 2 and 3 times that turn. That should apply the penalty to it.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
So since you have not attacked yet, you have no penalty.
Okay,
You're good to go with just one full amount. Just let me know which one you're attacking, though.
cool. I was just making sure.
Okay, go for that one. Something wasn't done right with yours. Hold on. I think somehow we didn't put in the stuff for your damage. That's a deadly D10, so I'm gonna do an 8 for you. And so we have explosion and okay.
Was that a critical hit?
No, you did.
Oh, okay.
That was not. There was a.
Deadly
Looks
hit.
like you got a
Okay.
16. Looks like 16 plus 5. And it not being 10 over their AC, it's not a critical successes hit, so it's just a normal damage. But hey, you have it. You hurt them, and we have a little bit of fire on him, so he does. He gets another hit of damage, and he's not looking too
job.
good, folks. Yep.
We did it.
Yep. Now we have Neris has her turns. 2 more turns left. Sir Nighty has all 3. Emmy has all 3. And I think so does Elric has all of his.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah.
So
I have one.
I'm probably gonna hold off on my turns. I'm gonna peek over the counter and be like, "Hang on, hubby, mute." I can hear myself. It's gross. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Sir Nighty, it's your turn. What you gonna do? Are we going? What are we doing?"
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's going on?
Sir Knighty points the blade at the brigand in front of him. Says, "Right. The battle is turned against you. You should gather your men and surrender while you still can."
Otherwise, there's a crazy cat girl with another Molotov.
Correct. Crazy cat girl. Well, not. She's very lovely, actually, but Molotov in hand.
Let's go. Are you trying to intimidate or persuade? You can use diplomacy.
Diplomacy for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I will throw this out to you just so you know as how I DM and things like that. Half the building's on fire. You kill a lot of people. I would give you a bonus to your intimidate if you wanted to intimidate them. But your diplomacy is already pretty high, so I think you're.
I don't feel like Baron's like super intimidating.
You don't know what's
May
up
I
there.
interject?
No, but the fire is. Go ahead.
I don't think he wants to be intimidating.
Okay.
Is the
He
thing?
wants to be
right?
the heroic, kind of like, hey guys,
Yeah. I
no,
don't want to
that's
scare
great.
anybody. I want to convince.
please do. I'm sorry, but Des, what do you want to inject with?
Yeah. So if I overhear Baron asking them to surrender, and because obviously Baron is not that intimidating, can I possibly use my earth powers to slightly shake the building and create some intimidation, help the intimidation here?
You held your act. You just came in, right? You didn't do anything else yet.
No, I just came in.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Then you can definitely go off, and you would be doing what would be known as the aid action.
yes.
So you would go off and yeah.
Use some of my
So
earth
you tell
powers
me,
to
yeah. You're gonna shake then, right?
yeah, I'm gonna like shake the, just make it a bit scarier around the environment. I know the fire is going off, but I'm going to also inform them to put down their arms and surrender.
Yeah. Let's let's go ahead and add a +2 to that one to your roll, PK.
We love to see it. Just rolling diplomacy.
Just roll diplomacy.
All right, dirty 20, so +2 is 22.
That would have to be off of their. Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Okay. So was there a command you want to do? Or you just said you basically wanted to end the fighting.
Drop your weapons, stand down, gather your wounded, and help get these people to safety. Remember, you were once adventurers. You help, you don't hurt.
They kind of do hurt, though.
Yeah, well,
We watch them.
trying to appeal to
Listen
their,
to my knightly friend.
We are
appeal to
going
their better judgment.
Yeah.
Did and
We're still gonna arrest them afterwards, right? we're not gonna let them go.
I
No,
just
no,
looked at me still playing the
Absolutely
harp.
not. Yeah. Emmy
Like,
just
really,
playing the
guys,
harp.
I
there.
just don't want to be in a building that's on fire anymore. Okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's what I
you see
said.
the apple door in front of you is he's been beat up pretty bad. Has it shot through through the arm, and he's not doing well. He's the oldest apple door, and he goes off and he kind of has a little necklace. He takes that little locket. He looks at it, and it shows a picture of his mother there, and a tear starts going from his cheek. Realizes how far he's come and how far he's fallen. That she would not be proud of him. And he goes like, Appledorns, let's save these people. And they start going off and trying to get water to put out the fires and get everyone to safety and put out their brother who's on fire over here and save him. And they do that.
Nurse is just gonna high five Tabby because we did
And
great.
Tabby goes off and just high fives Nurse back, hands her another bottle, and she says, to drink,
I'm gonna help
not throw.
out the fire.
Aye, aye.
I'm not helping with the fire because I am afraid of the fire.
Yeah. Sort of
Can I-
managing the process. I'm doing a lot of pointing right now, right?
Okay. That is
Can I help with the
perfectly
fire?
understandable.
Because I am a fire kineticist.
Can Galeazzo?
I will put you on as you can control the fire,
Awesome.
and like in the sense of like, okay, I'm gonna go off and stop it from growing, but you can't like
Yeah.
extinguish it.
Okay.
Can't you use the earth part to put out the fire?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I could make some earth and put it out with that.
Yeah, Jimmy used the open the window up here. Or no, he didn't. I was saying we can just bring in. You have all the dirt that from outside you can bring in and try to put
There's
it
a
out.
hole in the window.
So we're just gonna say that the combat is over, and
Okay.
these people are out, and the other one.
Could I interject for something quickly?
Please do.
Uh-oh.
So I am incredibly pissed off because he threw the tankards at me
Yeah.
at the very start. So I would like to take one last shot at him.
Chaos gremlin,
I
I'm
mean,
telling you.
you know, that's a you thing. I
We
mean, that's a
killed that
you
guy
issue.
already.
No, that's the one that's in front of Sir Nighty.
Yeah, so while they're having their discussion about like stopping the fight and everything else, I just ignore all of that and I just fire one last shot.
Okay.
Didn't I specifically ask if anybody wanted to take a shot?
You did.
Before...
You did.
Okay. We'll just note that down for after combat. You know, when we have our little debrief and like, hey, what went well, what went poorly, right? This is...
TK, I warned you.
Jot that
critical
down in
fail
our
on
notes.
the
Hey,
PS
he was passed out during that. Just the whole thing.
Take your shot.
Round.
I just did.
Okay.
Rolled a 25 to attack with 3 piercing damage.
I think you just killed that dude.
I think it just.
So
There-
after he had asked his brothers to clear everyone out,
Do you have the control of the critical hit button below you? Below
I
your
do.
name?
Yep.
Hit it. AC was 15 to get over that.
I love how Burger Man's
Piercing
like, you
damage,
just killed
double
that.
damage. He had 5. This guy
Yep.
dies. This one comes over. As number 2 Appledorn, I am now number 1! He
Oh.
takes the locket off his dead brother's neck, puts it on him. It's like, opens it up.
Good
Well, I
job,
mean,
buddy.
I'm 1 now. And he puts it away. We'll help you. And he goes, then you go off and put off all the fires and all that. So
After you just
He's
wait
really
for-
happy.
he is. He's actually very happy. He's promoted.
Nice fella.
But now it's the 4 Appledorn brothers and
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm gonna
many
nudge
of them
Sir
was?
Nighty.
so
gonna
after
nudge him.
murdering that dude essentially in cold blood, I have now cooled down.
Did we take out half of them?
You
There's
did.
only 4 left.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes though. It's okay. It's fine.
I mean, that's why you have multiple children in the Middle Ages. You know, kind of insurance.
what I love from me as the GM perspective, if Sir Nighty came in and rolled a 20 up that out of way and said, "Quit being like douchebags," they would have stopped. The 20 would have hit. So this has just been a bunch of joy for me. To see other unfold in totally different ways than anything I thought would be possible. So thank you all for doing so
Fire.
much because this is amazing. Yes, I did not expect fire,
Uh,
and that's why I love role-playing games, these TRPGs. So thank
Can
you.
I apologize to Tabby about the table?
Yeah.
I sliced in half.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
That's the best role playing I've ever seen. I'm sorry.
Do you walk up here and say that, or you just say it from there?
Yeah, mea culpa.
You might want to keep your distance. You know,
You go up here.
you never know.
She goes
She looks
off.
like a ginger.
She looks at you.
Oh, you're
And she
dead.
holds up her giant bottle of whiskey she had, but had been here for like 12 seconds. You see it's like 3/4 of the way down. She's like, if it was up here, point the halfway mark, I'd care. It's down here. I don't. Just thank you for what you did. And she throws another bottle and she's like, anyone still alive can get a drink.
Hey, grazie.
Into it.
I'm gonna nudge Sir Nighty and then whisper, I don't think I will ever throw anything at Elric ever.
Right, agreed.
I don't think we should.
But we don't want to make him mad, full of bluff. We're not worried about the woman throwing fire. It's we're gonna
Danny
go off.
DeVito is just. I can't.
Don't bother for anything at Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Listen, I said I'm going to be starting blasting, so
It makes sense.
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
have a drink.
okay, go ahead. It's like,
Can I like turn
He
around and just go
offered,
back into the
I'm
kitchen?
taking.
yeah, you can. I'm just
And
picturing
start
you right
eating?
now.
Is there
Yeah, go
anything in the kitchen I can eat?
There is a
There's a
almost
pizza
done
oven.
makeshift Gobelino pizza.
Oh, I'm fucking there.
Sorry, folks, I'm hungry.
I would like fish. Is there fish?
Yeah, sure. You can find some fish.
Yeah, fish.
I'm just thinking about the meme from Elric's where it's like, so they surrendered. So I started blasting them.
So anyway.
Yeah.
I waited till their guard was down from surrendering.
Yeah.
Started
Perfect.
It's genius. Very deceptive tactic.
I can't anymore.
I
War
appreciate
crime.
it.
Oh, we did it. We did it, guys.
We
We
did
did it.
it. Our first combat. Woo.
Now,
Good job, Emmy.
so the people start
I
coming crazy.
sung.
Crazy Earl brings out more alcohol. You have Marvin the Magnificent comes out and starts, comes over to Emmy.
Down here.
Can you play some more music? And he starts wanting to do like magic tricks and card tricks.
Of course. But can my friend have some food? And I'm going to point up to Diggle Nose.
Helga comes out. Sure, what does he eat?
Berries and other stuff like that.
She'll go back into the pantry room and come out with a big like basket full of like berries and fruits and nuts and things and all that.
Okay, cool.
Billy, my pizza, it could be burning. He rushes in. He had already gone. It's like, oh, at least it wasn't burning.
It's already been
And
eaten.
then
Mia culpa.
Franklin Benjamin is in here. The inventor is over here trying to like
Benjamin Franklin.
examine everything.
I'm going to set
it
Diggle Nose in
damage?
the basket and then I'll start perform. Do I need to roll again for performance or?
Go ahead, just for fun.
Okay.
And then Reginald Pede Wigglebottom III comes out. The only nobility in the town.
Wait, that
Yes,
guy's an
quite
inventor?
well. Thank you
Hello.
for all you've done. If my wealth wasn't tied to other things, I would find some way to thank you. We'll figure something out. And yeah, he's kind of the inventor of the town.
So you got
Good
any
job.
inventions?
I
you
rolled
wanna
a
share?
22. Well, I rolled a 15, added the stuff, but it's 22.
I'm gonna hit up the magnificent guy. Yeah, God, he got a 22 as well. This is the greatest show that ever could happen. It is just like you're doing music, he's doing card tricks. It is the amazing Jonathan on a unicycle with music and corn playing behind. It's just everything. So so let's go ahead and just you get about 2 gold in tips out of this. So and we can get 2 gold added to your stuff.
Well done.
So
You talk to Franklin Benjamin, and just the thing of, do you have inventions? Like, of course I do. I have some in my lab. We have. And he'll start telling about these inventions, and they're good. They're nice inventions for this is a small town. Novelton is a very tiny town comparatively,
Mhm.
so they're good for him. It's kind of like, I'm going to show my age here. I think it was this. Like, did you ever see the movie Flubber
Yeah.
with Robin Williams? That's the kind of
Yes.
invention. It's like, I have a bunch of things around the house. I have things that like are a little bit over over elaborate,
Mhm.
but it's not like, here's my invention. It's going to go off and shoot Molotov cocktails out of this bazooka, and it's nothing like amazing that's going to interest you.
Yeah.
But he has tinkering things. So if you need to get more tinkering items or want to try to craft something at his station while you're in town, I will give you if you do that, I'll give you just advantage, right? You can roll it as the 5th edition advantage for trying to craft something.
I would like to grab more tinkering items.
Okay.
I'll go with that because I have my own little lab station and everything.
Okay, then if you're going that route, anything you go off and need to craft while you're in Novelton is
Mhm.
free.
Ooh.
So I'm not going to cost you anything. He has the items there.
Ooh.
So
Ooh. Okay, now I gotta look.
it's
Yeah,
a
you gotta-
limited
you gotta start
supply,
coming up with
but
the
you can go
shopping
off and
Need a shopping list
we're
for sure.
going shopping.
Get in, bitches. Here we go. Let's see.
Go to salon, and then Gail comes back with like the MissKweh Patrick Starfish nails, just like done up with his goblin nails. Just I'm ready to slay the goblin way.
Ain't no way we
That's the
slaying
goblin
the
way.
house down already.
I'm just gonna sit at this table and clean my pistol. Just gonna start maintaining it.
And it's all like the level
Yeah.
1 stuff you said, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Let me hold on. Go into the thing and roll do /R and then do 1d100. If it's over 90, I'll let you find a level 2 item. Okay, no. So Yeah, anything
Okay.
level 1 you can make within a certain amount of reason, but we'll
Okay.
Can
like
I ask? Go ahead.
go ahead. No, I was
I was
just saying
gonna
you
see.
can't have 99 and we both talk over each other all the time. We do this, especially in Helldivers. Sorry, Danny. So yeah, you can not make 99 to something, but be reasonable. I won't probably check too hard.
Yeah, I'll make like
So
5 of something.
yeah. Sorry,
Oh.
Bergman. Go ahead.
Relatively new to this. I have a backpack bedroll and a bunch of like random things. Do I have like a belt and like a sword frog and like a buckler frog that I can use, or can I ask Franklin Benjamin for crafting just a belt, a useful belt?
Usually people have you have normal everyday clothes underneath your armor
Okay.
and such. But if you want him to make you a special engraved or innate belt or something really cool, he can make that for you easily.
I would love that.
So if there's anything you want to get into it, so do you want anything special with the belt? Do you want to like hold anything, have like pouches or anything into it, or have anything special?
Yeah, I mean, I just basically like as I'm climbing, just wanted a space for my buckler, space for my sword, space for my hand crossbow, and just like a couple of different rivets for holding pouches.
Basically, he wants pockets.
You-
I want a purse.
But
You,
on
you,
as
you
a
have
belt. A fanny
you have a
pack.
you have a goblin utility belt, okay?
Perfect.
Basically, with a
Batman.
belt, we can put everything, hang things on from little hooks and clips and things, and
I'm
so you have
about it.
everything basically set up. So it's basically you are the Novelton's version of Batman starting. So
Heck yeah.
So I gotta ask, since I'm making stuff here and I can use a lot of these elixirs on you guys to give you like a bonus in certain things, what exactly would you guys want a bonus in? Like I can make a numbing tonic, I can make an energy mutagen, an eagle eye elixir, theatrical mutagen. Like I can make
Ooh, a
stuff.
theatrical one. What's that? Is it for performance and stuff?
That one. Let's see. You gain the listed item bonus to acrobatics check, crafting checks, and performance checks. If you're untrained in any of these skills, your proficiency bonus is equal to your level instead of +0. But you take a -1 penalty to perception checks and will saves.
Also, it has like drawbacks.
Yeah, I mean, all of them have like one little drawback, but I mean, for that one, I don't think you would need perception if you're doing like acrobatics or something.
Oh dang,
make
look at
a
that.
couple
It's
of
all
them.
down. That's so cool.
I'll make a couple of these just in case.
Yeah, are you able to make any like just straight up healing potions?
Yeah, I can make a minor elixir of life, which I have 5 of.
I mean, you can never have enough healing potions.
That's true.
as again the GM thing, I don't want to help out too much and like micromanage you guys, but you guys don't have a healer.
I thought like Quinn was healing.
Emmy is a healer.
Oh, you got some
Hello?
for healing?
Yeah. What
Which
am
one's your-
I? Chopped leaves? What's going on?
As the bard, you made a combat. You weren't going to be the healer, I thought. So I thought it was something else.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I'm built for healing. What do you mean, girl?
Yeah. Hey, no, great.
I just don't have my healing ballad until like level 2, I think. I'm a buffer support, basically.
Yeah.
Buff, healing.
I understand. That's my point. Is right now you're low on the healing aspect, so the potions
I
would
have
be a best.
Soothe, which is a really good healing spell. And I have, let's see, what do I got? I have Soothe. I have.
You know,
I need a
I have
bowel break.
Soothe.
Okay, go ahead, Jim. We're down for a little bit here. We'll be good.
I just also like the idea, like, what if something happens to Emmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so just
That's true.
What if she gets set on
I
fire?
just
mean, what
like
are you gonna
having
do?
some backup healing, you know, just in case.
Yeah.
Dang, how are you gonna be like that?
With your first encounter done, I'll give you total later on and adjust some things, but that one was about 40 experience for the encounter.
40?
40. Pathfinder's a slow grind, girl. It really is.
That's fine.
It's 1,000
I'm
to
good
each
for-
level, and it goes. But yeah,
I'm fine
But
for a
it's gonna be
slow
fun.
grind.
Alright, I think I've made enough. I made enough things.
Okay.
I made myself quite a few minor elixirs of life. I made 5 theatrical mutagens, 5 serene mutagens, and 5 vaccines.
Fantastic.
Are you able to make anything with sunlight?
I don't
Not
think
at level 1.
yet,
Aw,
unfortunately.
that's okay. We're not in any danger of not being out in the open, so.
I actually
Um,
don't see anything
eh,
here.
Emmy, roll me a D100 and give me 50-50.
Oh, girl.
So,
How do I do that, Henny?
in the box for roll 20, /R space 1D100.
Oh, in here. I'm gonna make
Um,
some soup.
She finds one in his lab, so you have one extra bottle of sunlight.
Yes. Because I will die if I don't
You
have
really
sun. I literally will starve to death, so I have to have sunlight somehow. So I got an extra one.
Yeah.
So I have 2 now.
Yeah, 2.
I have 2.
I'll sit back.
Welcome back.
All
Welcome
right.
back. All right, and I made
So-
some soups. I feel like that was important.
Soup?
Yeah,
I like soup.
it
But
lasts.
I
Soup
don't
that
eat
makes
anything.
you-
I like the smell
like
of
soup.
soup.
I like food.
It gives a
You
+2
open-
item bonus to stealth checks and DC
Food is good.
against undead.
Nice.
But
Nice.
it's soup, so I figured you guys want food.
Yum.
I didn't see any. In this list of alchemic potions, though, I didn't see any. Like brain fart. What word am I looking for? Like bombs? There's like antidotes and stuff like
There's
that.
a whole
but-
other category for bombs.
Yeah.
It's a whole other thing for
Gold
alchemy
paper.
stuff.
Yeah, because I think I'm only in the what am I in? Alchemic elixirs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get your thing. Yeah, anyone can craft a bomb. There's an actual like alchemist type class that masters in bomb making.
Oh, I do have medicine making, I think. Right?
You might, yeah.
Yeah, natural medicine, skill feat. You can apply natural cures to heal your allies. So, if you're in the wilderness, you might have easier access to fresh ingredients, allowing to gain a +2 circumstance bonus to your check to treat wounds using nature. So I guess I could just treat people after the battles with it. Okay. Okay.
I
I don't
think
think-
only Elric took damage actually. And those were from the beginning, I think.
He took 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
I'll put a band-aid on him.
Yeah. I'm giving 1 HP.
Where's
back
your
for that.
boo-boo? Where's your boo-boo?
He ran away.
Oh, no.
I don't know where he went. I just know he pieced out.
So yeah, we have. So now you've entered Novelton. You should all be in the town square. If you can, you might need to adjust your map.
This is awesome, by the way.
You like it?
I like it.
It's fun.
Glad you like it.
Hey, Quay was trying to heal you and you walked away.
Yeah.
Now
Where
you
do
can
you-
suffer in silence.
Did he eat any of the food?
I'm back.
Where's your
back.
injury at? Is it on your head?
It's on my head, yeah.
Okay.
In his noggin.
I'm gonna take some weird goop and put the goop. I'm gonna
Weird
put the
goop.
Delightful.
We have
It's-
Koopa.
I have a goop.
Good on pizza.
It's not good on pizza. It's good on wounds.
Goop pizza.
No. So
I
I'm
want
gonna
Gail's pizza.
Dude,
I'm gonna heal his wounds with the goop.
Okay.
The 2 damage. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll
Nice.
for that?
Nah, we'll just let it go. You take enough time to go off and actually do it. There's no rush for it.
Get gooped.
Get
Been
goop. That's
Get gooped.
She's got all that stuff all over you.
Goop gotted.
That's stuff in your hair and your glasses and just all.
Look, I didn't say I knew how to apply it, right? I just said I'd help.
She got excited. It just went everywhere.
You have this very tiny boo boo that was like, as she put it, on the back of your head and getting hit by that those couple tankards, right? A little bit of bump going.
Yep.
and she takes the goop, smears it all in your hair, all the way back down your neck and everything. It's just all throughout. Half your butt, just everything's gonna stained and wet from that. She's like, "That's all better now," and just.
I'm
And
sorry, I'm not very smart. I'm just trying to practice, you know. I'm sorry.
It worked though. No,
I'm just gonna flip my hair because I'm worth it.
Yes,
are worth it.
Slay.
I'm gonna. So now the town is here's your place to explore for a bit. Tabby explains that Doc, their mayor, was out of town running back from an errand. He's gonna meet with you guys soon to go over things about like staying here and living here and being the protectors and the adventurers for this town. So right now, as you're waiting, you've already been doing this. We go off and try to shop for armorers, weapons you want, look for different things, talk to any people around, get a lay of the land. And when you guys are all ready, we'll just move on to the next part of the story. So you have a little bit of downtime here. So Elric
Okay.
takes his gun. If you need to reload or do anything with your weapons, get more arrows, find other things. There's not much in this town, but it's here.
I see like one person.
You would have to back out your thing and move around.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
gonna say it's very
these maps get pretty big. Yeah.
The only thing I want to do is gather more goop supplies.
Okay. Roll me a nature or a survivalist check, whichever you prefer.
I think I might do nature because I'm trained
Go
in
for it.
that. Ow. I wanted to say proficient, and that's not. It's
You know,
trained.
It is trained.
I'll tell you what.
6.
Okay.
Oh.
So we can go this way then.
6 plus 7 is 13, right?
Yes, it is.
Math is hard.
So Emmy's taken care of. We'll go down the line then here. Neris, what do you want to do? Or are you good with your inventing stuff?
I think I'm pretty good with it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go take a nap in the sunlight on the grass.
Okay.
I'm going to sit next to her because after I'm done, because I also need food. So.
Well, you'll get food just by existing, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just going to chill with her.
Gail, what do you want to do, buddy?
Oh, I can't move myself.
Do you want to see anything, talk to anyone, try to find for any sort of items? You know, some of you guys didn't have ranged weapons. You want to go try to buy something, you can. There's something else you want to look at. I just want to make sure you got other things covered before we move on.
I see a smithy to the north of the
You do?
square. I'd like to go talk to him and possibly see about sharpening my sword after cleaving it through a hardwood table.
Okay. Gonna head on up to there.
I'm going to
We're gonna
write
walk
in my
on-
journal.
Okay. I'm gonna throw you over. Let's throw Emmy. And where did Neris
I
go?
went up north a little bit, east,
Yep, over here.
middle of the water.
I know Zer's like to be alone. Do you want to go with the ladies and go right over there with them? You know them pretty well. Do you want to go sit on the fountain or kind of just go in your own place? What do you want to? Where do you want to go and write in your journal?
I'll sit by the fountain.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw you over here then. Okay. Actually, I'll put you here by Flora, the little florist that's selling her flowers on the side of the area. So, okay. What about? Let's see, Elric. What do you want to do?
Is that another smithy to the south?
That is the armorer down there. He has different armors.
That's the
and
armor.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to go and see if I could get some work with him using my knowledge of engineering.
Okay. And we're gonna role please in a minute here. Kothar, what are you up to?
Okay, I'm gonna go and sit over here next to the ladies and meditate, channel
Okay.
my elements.
Okay.
Man, boys crashed our sleepover, girl.
Don't wake
Hey.
me up, I'll bite you.
I'm meditating.
He's always one of the girls.
I ain't doing nothing.
Keep an eye on you.
Okay. Meditate. Now, what do you want to do, Sir Nighty?
I'm gonna make sure these brigands get checked in at the with the law. Make sure these guys turn themselves in and make sure that they're all taken account of.
Okay. You will be. I'll keep you there. I'll kind of put you over. Kind of fountain over here in this area. Here you go. They're in those little wagon things over there, and they're kind of just waiting for the law to come in.
Excellent.
Which, now, to be fair, Doug is kind of the law, but
Wonderful.
now that you're here, though, you know what? I'll let you do this. You can find somewhere in town that you want to set up as a barracks or as a holding cell for these people. So because you guys would be the adventurers, kind of helping out around here. So if you want to plot something or do something for that, you can take an abandoned building and make it up like you're kind of like a champion paladin kind of area, if you wish.
I'd ask Tabby what building she'd recommend. Is there any abandoned or vacant places that we could set up?
Well, there's a lot of vacancy. It's not very much, and we don't have a whole lot. Probably the best would be. This might be the area we can over into the right of the fountain. It's out of the way, and you can build some barracks and some rooms and kind of do a little bit of like with Kothars, earth bending, as I'm going to call it, his impulse stuff. You can kind of make some more rooms and cells for them. So it's a little bit big, but at least it'll be spacious enough for them right now until you can send them off to probably back to the capital for the Adventurers Guild to give them kind of their true punishment over there. That'd be the best place to hold them right now.
Like basically send word back to the city for them to send somebody to come pick them up.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to move our nap zone.
Yeah.
It's about to get loud.
No,
Baron like scratches at his wooden beard.
I'm gonna go all the way down here.
And then as he's escorting the gentleman over to and sees you all by the lake, is wonderful. You've already found an excellent location to set up barracks. Well done.
Yes, sir. And I saluted. Yes, sir.
Salutes back.
That's
I
totally
just
what we were
broadly
doing.
Scurried off. I'm down south now. So forget that.
I'll get up and help Sir Nighty set up the barracks.
Okay.
Or I could play music while you set up. What would you prefer, sir?
Oh, you've earned your rest and relaxation. At ease.
Play music for the prisoners.
Yeah, the sad music, kind of like the Titanic.
Oh yeah.
What
Funeral dirge.
March, yeah. Oh my gosh.
harp rendition of Bad Boys?
Yes! It's the harp rendition of Bad Boys. Let's go.
That's great. Okay. Okay. So we are good to go. Let's go off, and we'll go up to Gale now. Go up to the top here. Gale goes off, and he enters up with the weaponsmith, and gets a little proper greeting. Let's see if this works. That might be my thing. Is that too loud?
Mortal hand, heavy battle axes from the dwarven holes of the Iron Hills. Deadly leaf-back arrows.
Who's talking?
Jameson, the weaponsmith.
I can barely hear them.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Excuse me.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at something here.
I go peek.
Every masterpiece of violence carries with it the maker's mark of a master craft.
Is it still slow? Okay.
It's very low.
I will test it out next time and try to do better with it. Sorry.
Oh, I heard it perfectly fine.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
it.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
It
heard
might be because I. Hold on, let me unmute. Go ahead and try it again. Sorry.
Let me
Okay.
Well, I mute roll 20 just in case.
Can tell you have a keen
There it is.
That's better.
Okay.
weapons ever wrought by mortal hands. Heavy battle axes from the dwarven hold.
You might want to mute yourself, so because I'm hearing it twice.
Okay.
Elven kingdom of Sleep. Golden steel sword.
Now don't hear it at all.
Well, you have to unmute the roll 20 because I muted it beforehand. I mute the tab just in case the voice chat since we're in Discord. Oh,
back.
what
Did the-
Oh
happened?
no.
Did the planet reload for anybody else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did for me.
Sorry,
as well.
my thing was muted in
Yes.
Discord. I went through and rechecked the audio things. I'm going to try this one more time and then move on. So please forgive me for not warning you ahead of time that the world was going to reset.
We all panicked. We're like, what happened?
Bombs.
So I'm going to try to mute myself here and see if this works now for anyone. Let me know if it's too loud or how that works. Any better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it stopped in mid sentence.
I don't hear anything.
Sorry, my button hit the wrong way. Flora walks in and starts telling him, Jameson, quit bugging the poor boy with your nonsense and just help him go off and get what he needs. So what do you need then, Gail? I don't know if you heard me or not, but
I did. I am awestruck at the variety of the wares offered and the enthusiasm of its peddler. However, I would just like to have my sword sharpened, please.
he goes off. He's like, okay, this is a. You can tell he's very, very excited because he doesn't get many new visitors in this small town. So he goes up and says, "Oh, sure. By the way, I'm Jameson. No relation. His name's spelled Jameson. So you're getting it sharpened. He's going to charge you about 5 copper to get it sharpened. It won't be that bad, and it'll be done pretty much right away.
Sounds fantastic.
So it'll be done like probably 20 minutes or so because you did the table, but it's not a huge thing to it.
How much money do I have?
You have enough.
Okay.
Let's just
We
go
all
with enough
started out
right
with
now.
15 gold, right?
15
Yes.
gold, right? Okay.
I went through and worked with him for his items, and then I went through and forgot to probably put it into his sheet.
Bergerman, just sell your body for it. It's fine.
Oh, you have 13 gold, 5 silver.
Ooh. What can I buy for 13 gold, 5 silver?
Oh, from him?
Yeah, since
Oh,
I'm here.
the finest swords you're going to meet in all the land. Everything is here. It is pristine, all my best work. So you can upgrade your swords and your weaponry and everything else. Just take what you want and you probably have it here. I'm a 5th generation, blacksmith, all from this area, making weapons I knew one day I would go off and make something for the great fine heroes that are going to come through here. It might be you, because I knew you saved the town already.
Whoa, what a salesman! Can I purchase a small finesse dagger in addition
Sure,
to sharpening my sword?
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my
You can go
goblin
ahead and
pouch.
just give him a silver, and they'll take care of it.
Okay.
And that is a and so yeah, you can add it into your thing. Just call it Jameson's dagger when you put it into your weapon part to it,
Okay.
so we know that it's that from a different dagger. And now we'll go down to Elric. You're with the armor. Right?
Yes.
I'm
Offering
sorry.
to assist him.
Yeah, Bergerman. Was that all you wanted to do? Was just get the dagger? I think you said.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that'll do me.
Okay. I didn't cut you off too soon, but I think that's all you wanted to get into it. So.
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
I wanted to do.
Elric, you've entered the shop.
Yep.
What do you want to say to the person? How do you interact to tell them what you want?
I approach him. He from behind because he's like hunched over, I guess, an anvil.
Yep.
Hammering onto a plate. I just tap him on the shoulder, and I say, "Evening, good sir. Could I offer you any assistance?"
Hello there. Yes. Welcome to Jameson's Armory. No relation. You see, his name is Jaymesun. So there.
Okay.
First to it. Yeah, please help. I'll take anything going into it, and he will. You can roll if you want to, and he'll pay you for helping him with his armory and engineering and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So what do I roll?
I think it would be if you don't have an engineering thing. I think it's crafting.
I have an engineering lore check.
Go with that. No, it's for just lore for that. So just do
Crafting.
go ahead and do your crafting,
What do I?
and I'll add a +2 to it since you're using this equipment.
Newbie question. What do I?
Yeah.
So I added Jameson's dagger to my character sheet. What do I do for attack and damage for that?
One attack, you're going to be trained in it, and then you're going to go off and put on 1d4.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, homie.
Yeah, I got you. So
that's gonna be a common theme. I feel like.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're
You gotta get that thanks homie on macro.
Yeah.
Thanks, Macro. That's what we need. So we Alec, you got a very poor bit on it with your rolled a 4 or 2.
Yep.
So you help out, and he is very, very impressed with your work. And he goes off and gives you like 5 copper. No, he gives you a whole silver piece for your work because you did an amazing job.
Okay.
Give me your lore engineering. Roll that one.
There we go.
So what you know too is that Jameson's work is complete and total shit. It is considered shoddy equipment. Anyone who uses or wears his stuff is going to get like a -1 or 2 to their attacks and their AC.
Ain't no way.
It is not held together right. It is not going into it. Jameson's stuff is just horrible.
Do I have to come help you?
Ain't no way Burgerman just bought a faulty dagger, girl.
Ain't no way.
Now, here's how we go through and play things and how it goes into it. Technically, Burger Man, because you never went through and checked about the quality, you have no idea that's any worse than what the other Jameson says that it's fine. We know Jameson went through why his stuff is bad, but presumably if the other Jameson stuff is bad too, it would be a shoddy dagger that you don't know about, and if you used it, then you might have a penalty with it.
Okay.
But you have what we call in the game player knowledge. You have knowledge that Elric has that you don't have yet. So then it would be you deciding, well, what would your character really do in that situation? Would you use the dagger or not? Or would Elric go off and tell you, hey, these people don't have good things. Be careful what's going on.
I thought that salesmanship was a little aggressive. That's awesome.
So we have
It was shiny. I bought it.
Well,
Like
don't
going to
mention
Chinatown and
shiny
buying a
around
bottle.
Nara's
Hey, what?
there.
Like roll
Excuse
down to
me,
Chinatown
I gotta
and
go
buying
take a walk.
You had a new dagger.
Where do you
Oh,
walk
shiny. I heard shiny. I heard shiny. I'm here.
to? You heard shiny from Burgerman.
I heard
So
it.
it means as you walk here, you do actually notice there are coins in the fountain that are shiny.
Yes. I would like to get the coins.
Okay. Are you going to try to sneak it out, or are you just going to try to dive on in?
I'm just gonna reach in. I'm just gonna go.
Danny, are you afraid of water as a cat person?
Big bodies of water, but this is little and it's not frightening.
Okay. Roll me another 1d100.
Oh god. Okay. All right.
Because we want to percentage things.
Let me. If this chat would stop lagging.
Okay. You get 4 silver and 4 copper.
Heck yeah.
And now all the wishes
Nice.
are gone and no longer exist, and they've been taken away.
Suck it, losers.
Get
These
wrecked,
poor
nerds.
people.
What a coincidence. I wished for 4 silver and 4 copper.
I wish for world peace.
The world,
Ripper.
the world was fine.
Molotov.
The
Oh,
demon
then
lord,
we'd have nothing to do. Sorry.
the demon lord now appears in front of Danny because world peace is no longer possible.
Wait, what?
No, not yet, at least.
Well, of course.
Okay.
That's enough
That's
laying
a
in the
good
grass
nip
today, boys.
excuse.
A few hours go by, you get through your things going, and you wind up going off, and you head into Doc's office. You know that Doc is the name of the mayor of the town, who's also kind of the main healer, that kind of thing. He just kind of like took over the job, not so much as been appointed, just was the best one for the job in the small town. They just kind of gave it to him. I'm actually going to move you guys over here to show you what Doc looks like in a much bigger light. This is Doc Ironherb.
Ooh,
Nice.
He is a-
Aw.
He is a dwarf. He is a thing. He is a jolly guy. He has a great sense of humor. He is dressed. He's going through that, and this is the one who kind of runs the town. And you're going to be reporting to as the new adventures for the city, taking over for the Appledorns who went rogue. Okay.
And he's a healer, you said?
Yes, he is a healer in this. He's a doctor, so it's kind of like he's the best healer you can be for being out in the sticks. You know what I mean? It's not. He's very good at things. He's not like great with surgeon, but he has some healing capabilities. He knows the basic things about. He's very well versed with his age in knowing things about healing and like poison stuff and how to cure things. But he's not going to be able to like go through and do like brain surgery or anything. There's a fine line where it's just a very friendly doctor. He's the Seth
It's Dr.
Hazard
Nick.
of Murder She Wrote. It's just kind of a local town doctor that is well versed, but he's not. He's not going to be in Grey's Anatomy anytime soon. So I'm gonna go from bringing you guys down. Just your side. I don't know. It goes so big all the time, but
I'm guessing he can't teach us anything. Heal worthy.
well, what would you want to learn?
I don't know. He's got anything that we can use on the road, I guess.
You can look around. You can check with him and see if he has something.
Fucking
You guys talk. You guys-
giant Danny.
All I ever see is Danny DeVito everywhere.
all you need to see, really. I mean, what else
Just
do you want to look
killing
at?
him.
It's just
Every single scene you go to. Okay, so I started blasting.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
I
anyway,
went in to go see the mayor Doc, so we started blasting. And then it was, oh man. Okay.
Could be worse.
A hostile takeover of this town, right? We kill the doctor and the mayor at the same time. Now they gotta depend on us.
Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't sound very knightly of you.
It's more of a prediction than a desire.
I
yeah.
will not use fire.
We'll see that. We'll see about that. Let's go. So,
Maybe he is nightly. Death nightly.
There you
Ain't no way.
go. We have Doc Iron everything goes off and it's like, welcome, I'm glad to finally meet you. Please take a seat anywhere. Let's discuss what we're going to be doing here as you guys kind of move into our Novelton, our very quiet home. I was trying not to say a novel town, but the puns kind of come easy with it. So please
Guess we
have a
just
seat.
sit around the table.
You can sit at the table. You can sit down here. It's pretty much wherever you guys want to sit. You guys can look around his room a little bit. It's Pathfinder can do whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna look around the room
Okay.
because I'm
Yeah.
curious. I'm a curious little girl.
Yeah, I have, since I was a courier in Sanford Goblin, I can glean contents. I'm pretty adept at scanning loose papers and, picking up details here and there. I'd like to scan the room and see what I could find, see if there's anything off about this town other than the fact that their former adventurers went rogue and they have shitty blacksmiths.
Yes. And that's something you would expect from a small town like this. The blacksmiths, and there's no way to really get a train. You go get trained in the stuff. You'd go to the capital where you guys were from your adventurers guild, and it's like, oh, we have the best of the country coming here to make fortune and share ideas. These are guys that the nearest town is days away, if not weeks, to get to anything that would actually be able to help them become better. So, as Danny goes upside down, there's a if you guys are going to explore, you can go to an area on the map and roll a perception check, and I'll let you do a couple of those to see where you find.
I'm gonna go here.
Sure, I shall roll perception.
I'm gonna look around for any good books.
If you're looking for specific, let me know what's the specific thing you're trying to look for. If you're looking for something that is just in general perception, I want to see what's around.
Yes, just a
Listen to
general
it.
perception on the map over here.
Okay. Then yep, roll for it. Okay. That area. You see a lot of his different, almost like in alchemical station. It's a lot of herbs and plants and things that he can use in medicine. There's some notes about how things can put together and how to go off and then create different elixirs and things. These are things that Danny already knows about and can craft, but it's more supplies for her if she ever wanted to. He might be able to sell some to you. But those are for him to take care of the village, so he would never, not never, but he wouldn't give it to you for free. He would sell some to you and let you use some. Jimmy, you find books, but there's kind of so many. Most are medical books, and you have some fable things, some stories, but nothing of overly interest to you right now, or at least nothing you haven't already seen at a normal library or other place into it. But if you wanted to borrow a book, you definitely could.
Maybe I could take a look later and roll better.
I'm gonna start reading some of these because Baron Nighty takes a stack of books and sets them onto the chair across from the mirror, climbs up and sits at near eye level. Swings his little legs. That is adorable.
I'm just gonna poke stuff because I don't know what a lot of things are.
Go poke things.
I don't remember what my society does with it too.
I'm going to give Sir Nighty another. I'm gonna give you a hero point for all the role playing we've been doing today. It's been great.
So, for all the little doohickeys that are sitting on this table, can I roll a society check and see if there's any codes, anything that I
Sure.
can decipher?
Sure. Are you doing the same thing with you, Gil? Trying to see what is around there, different papers and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to see if there's anything dodgy going on that we should know of.
Okay. Burgerman, roll roll your. I think, do you have a courier thing we have for an ability?
I do.
Lore? Yeah, roll that.
Maybe I don't actually. It's not on the main page.
It might just be a thing you have, so it might just be perception, just flat out perception. Let me see what you have for lore. Goblin Company in the city. Yeah, you have lore for pizza. Yeah, so just Just go and give a perception check or a investigation.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. And that's what you got. Okay. Neris, you don't see anything suspicious about them as a societal group. There's not anything like there's a giant cult here or anything going into it. There's nothing like, been to it. There's just a lot of papers about, as the merits, things like, well repair, getting things ready, their stuff, the requisition stuff for the barracks you guys are building. Those kind of things here into it.
Okay. Cool.
Gail, you're able to look and see with a 21 that there's a lot of requisitions for items that say overdue, not past due, overdue, because there's a lot of things that looks like medicine and health items and things for the children like elderly here that have never been received. So they paid for something, never got a bunch, and there's a big stack of maybe like 10 or 12 parcels they haven't actually got. These medicine things have been asking for, which might explain why in the mayor's house there's all these herbs and stuff over here. They're just trying to make medicine instead of doing mayoral jobs. So they haven't been actually going off and getting certain supplies they've been ordering. Doc kind of looks, you go with the paperwork, and Duck's like, I see you found out pretty much what we're going to be talking about, huh? Why don't you guys have a seat and we'll kind of explain that. I'll explain to you what I need from you.
So, as there's herbal stuff over there, can I volunteer to make some elixirs while he's talking?
Sure.
Cool. I'll go ahead and start working.
We're getting close to 7, I think, is when we got to cut off short. So we'll just kind of explain the next part here, and then we'll get going for the day. We're a small town. We, as you've noticed already, we couldn't keep back the Appledorns. 8 little ruffians that basically, they don't have as much brain power as he holds up his empty mug of ale, just like drops to the table. How we have nothing to stop against that kind of stuff, which is why we asked for you. And you came up aces. We are so happy you've come, and we'd like you to go off and stay here. Well, let me be honest, you're staying here. I've already checked in with your boss of the guild and paid for services for another year. For you to stay here in Novelton and help us keep it safe as we try to get back on track. What your little goblin friend over here, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
That's
Oh,
you, Burger Man.
Gale,
Bergman.
yo sono Galeazzo.
The son of Galeazzo. Flesh would make your acquaintance. Unlike me, he can actually speak a little bit of the language and said your name correctly. So he goes off and says like, bring it here and I'll show you. And he marks in the on the paperwork to explain all the little things you noticed. We've been ordering a lot of medicine and things from neighboring towns, and in some cases it's a little bit cheaper in some areas. We trade our food and our livestock for it, and it works out very well trading in kind rather than in coin. But we've had bandits go off and other creatures, some kobolds, and he looks over at Galeazzo and goes, I'm sorry to see some goblins that have come off and taken our supplies, and we don't know where it is. I would like you to go off and find it for me and try to go off and figure out how we can go off and restore our supply lines and try to save this village. Because if one pandemic comes through, it will wipe us out completely. Will you please help us?
But of course,
Agreed.
I'll gladly lend my blade and spells.
Yes, I think that would be good to help out others. Can I also have Neris has scent. Can I just have her like start taking this is gonna be weird. Start taking whiffs of like all the different ingredients so that she can sniff them out on the travels.
Sure.
And that way she can know exactly what needs to be brought back
It's
or
it's only-
crafted along the way.
Yeah,
it's,
we can do
it's
that.
only weird if you make it weird.
Well,
It's only weird if you make
I'm
it
not gonna start sniffing you guys, so
weird.
I'd
It's
appreciate not
only
being
weird if
sniffed.
you, yeah.
she's already
It's
got you
only
guys.
very
this
much
time.
weird if you make a very, very strong eye contact.
Oh,
Besides
okay.
that, it's okay. So, yeah. Elric, he doesn't, he's not that worried about it. He kind of looks at you, kind of like gives you a little bit of a look of, you don't need your dirty feet on my table, but he's also not offended by it. It's just kind of how you are. So he's just not. He just kind of dismisses it. Kind of looks like, dude, what do you do? And then just kind of moves on. So it's not
Fair
a,
enough.
he's not gonna like. He's not gonna go up and kick you out and say, "Oh no, you put your feet up here." But he's also kind of like, "Okay, this is who this guy is." So he kind of has your number. Or he has now a different opinion about you for things, but go into it.
Well, I'm sure he's been told by the guard how I just murdered one of the brothers after they had already surrendered.
He's also okay with that as well. With the fact that it was, he was very happy the Alpadors are gone, and they were just a nuisance, and he cares very much about his town. So it's, if you're with his town, he will, be respectful, help you, take care of you. If you go off and leave the town, he is not going to go off and or hurt not leave, but be against the town or try to level it or take things. He will not be as kind.
I'll confer with
right.
Digglenose about what he just said, and I think he is in agreement. So I will stay.
You guys were all, and him asking, to be honest, is probably more of a formality because it is you do work for him now,
Yeah.
but he is want to make sure you guys want to do it, and he will not force you all, but he is not trying to be a, slave driver of, you must do whatever I say, when and where. It's, you guys are your own people.
As far as Elric is concerned, since we've already been paid, I'm here for the job now.
Agree. We're here for the job.
Okay.
So, is there anything besides these herbs on the table that you need? Because if there's an empty bottle that smells like whatever herbs that you do need, I can probably find them if I can get their scent.
Those for now, but what I'd like you to do first is go check out, and he kind of looks sad over at Galazio, and I would like you to check out the Goblin's Lair and try to see what you can get from them. They're closest by, and they've been hassling some travelers that we found out, and we want to try to get our roads safe again. We can worry about the people and see if they don't have our stuff, then I know where it is. So he would like you to go off and go towards the goblin encampment and try to get through that and try to see what you can find out about his shipments and everything.
Yeah, I agree to go check it out. As a goblin myself, I'm a bit ashamed to hear that goblins are a problem for this town, so I'd like to go inspect, investigate.
Okay. Is everyone else on board?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Adventure
Yes.
Adventure time.
Adventure time.
Yes.
And that adventure time we will do in 2 weeks. I think we're coming
In
back.
2 weeks. Yep.
It'll be the 15th.
Nice.
Thank you all very much for staying, and I know it's running a little bit late. If you have any questions about things, how I was writing stuff, or things you want changed, please write in the Discord for our discussion stuff. And if you want to go through and ask anything, we'll contact you next couple weeks and go through it. I had a fantastic time. I appreciate you all for playing with me and going through my little hiccups here and there, and I'm really looking forward to 2 weeks. I think we're gonna have a really fun time.
Yeah, this was a blast.
you for
This was a blast. My
DMing.
first time doing it. So fun.
PK's like, I'm just grateful to play.
Thank you for DMing. It was
I'm just
wonderful.
grateful I didn't
The
die.
best DM I've ever had.
Here we go.
Well, thanks everybody, and thanks very much,
Yes.
MissKweh. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
Danny
Thank
DeVito
you,
thinks
guys.
it's a blast too.
Yeah, I got to
Nate,
I
no,
got to
Nate don't
derail
like it.
things and start combat before everyone else wanted it.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
real,
didn't.
real quick, did
wasn't
everybody
much.
get to do it? Like the bard sang, I got to talk somebody out of a fight. We had some thieving. We had a murder. I mean, I feel like
I don't
I
think
feel like
there's
we should
anything
be fair.
else.
we checked a lot of boxes as far as characters here, I think, which is cool.
You have a very well-rounded party. I mean, between those that are just going to flat out murder people out of pure joy and spite, and then those that are like, hey, let's all keep everyone together. So there's going to be no murder hoboing going around, just flat-out murder. So,
Love it.
If we can prevent the murder.
yes.
I can make cocktails.
Oh,
Ooh.
God. I don't think you want her cocktail.
Alright, well, alright, guys. I'll catch you all again soon.
Thank you,
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you very
Thanks
much. Hope
all.
this had fun.
Yes.
Please take care.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.